On this week's episode, we talk about Pokemon Presents. Enjoy the show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 116. Literally 5 seconds in, and I knocked the table of One Up Me podcast. My name is Ryan Smith. I'm joined, as always, by Jordan Sims. We're going to try to one up your news with all the video game news.
There you go. We're just going to get right into what I've been up to this week. It's been a weird one. I was going to play the West of Dead beta.
That game does not have good reviews.
No.
I looked it up. I can't remember where. It might have been Metacritic, and of course, Metacritic is, it's just, what's it called?
Plethora.
Sure, I guess that
bag.
word works. I think that's what. Never mind. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. I'm sorry. It's got decent reviews. Nothing
It looked
great.
interesting, and with Steam doing the demos like I thought they were doing, hopefully I was gonna be able to try this game.
And you did get to try it.
Was not the case.
What?
Apparently their demo was only available during the beta, and I obviously didn't. I downloaded it. They let you download it, but you can't play it unless it was during the beta, and I apparently missed that window. So
no bueno.
No bueno.
No luck.
No luck. Didn't get to play it. Watched some videos, or a video on it. Looks okay. So I didn't get to dabble into it, and sadly didn't get my money. I decided to spend it otherwhere.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you said, sadly, I didn't get my money.
Oh, no.
What do you mean? Okay.
Played the Pokemon Cafe. It's kind of cute. I like the graphics of it. Does seem to be a story. It is
There's a story?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
It looks like you start from the bottom of a cafe, and then this is maybe years later.
It's the Drake of Pokemon Cafe
Kinda,
games.
Yeah. You start from the bottom, and now you have your own place, and it's you as the player plays the owner of the cafe, and then this girl and her Eevee work there for you, and then you do.
Well, the Eevee doesn't work there because I'm sure you don't pay the Eevee. The Eevee is slave labor.
Well, okay. The next slave you get is going to be Charmander, because he comes in and he's like,
yo man, char mother.
Yo man, Char, I like this super chai latte you made me. And
What does that mean? Is that a real thing?
It's coffee. You made Charmander
Chai. Is that a thing? Is that a Starbucks thing?
Who knows? I don't know.
We have to ask our friend
Our resident
James,
white lady?
Our resident white bitch, James. Have to ask him if chai is a thing.
Most definitely.
Maybe it's a Chipotle thing. He'll know if that's he'll know if that's a thing too.
He'll definitely know. So you induct Charmander.
I'm making a lot of noise with this drink.
Nah. You induct. Now you are. You disgusting person. Enjoy your beverage. So you induct Charmander into your cult of slavery.
Wait, it's a cult of slavery. But
Yep.
if it's a cult, is it really slavery? Because then it's
What's worse, a cult
like
or slavery?
tricked into slavery. Because if it's a cult, it's kind of voluntary, right?
Yeah,
I don't know a whole
it's
lot
one of
about
those where he
cults.
was like, "I like this place. This place is cool," and you're like, "Hey, you want to work here?" Yeah, sure.
I'll give you a chai a day.
Yep, and then I guess Charmander brought with him his fire powers, so now I can serve my customers tea.
Oh,
Yeah, and
are these RPG mechanics?
it is maybe a very, very small portion.
But you get new abilities and upgrades and items.
Yes, and each Pokemon.
And right back. I just gotta go.
Yeah, you can play. You can download it on your phone right now.
I could. I'm not going to.
And each Pokemon has like their specialty. So Charmander is, I guess, good with tea. Eevee is good with, I don't know, sandwiches or coffee or something. I'm not too far in. I'm maybe an hour. I'll probably go
trying
back
to
and
think of the stereotypes that these go with.
I'll probably go
Is
back.
Charmander British?
There's no voice
Or
acting.
is he a Southern Belle? I don't know. One
I
of the
don't
worst
know.
accents. I think it's. We're just gonna move on right past it.
So enjoying that. It was fun. I was kind of surprised with the level of enjoyment I got out of it.
Wait, so you did like it then?
I did like it.
Okay.
I'm going to play it to see where the wall is. Because it's
a free-to-play game, right?
The words they use is...
free to start.
Free to start.
It's free to play.
Yes.
I don't know why
I
think they did the same thing with... they've done the same thing with other games, I think, Pokemon. Well, they'll say free to start. Nintendo. I think it's just Nintendo has said free... Just say free to play.
Exactly.
Apparently my phone is not on silent.
It's Google Play letting you know that you need to download Pokemon Cafe Mix. Yeah, I wanna play it to see if I'll continue to enjoy it, and also to see where the actual level of payment comes in, to see where that wall happens, to see if it's just cosmetics or if it's actual you have to pay for mechanics to further in the game.
Is it going to be a gacha game? You know, where you can only make a drink this amount of times for free before you have to buy coffee beans or...
Yeah, I have no clue, but it seems as if you're just you make a good beverage or a good whatever you're going to serve them, and then they like it, and then you recruit them, and that unlocks more stuff you can serve to more customers.
So are you selling to Pokemon?
Yes.
You're not selling to humans?
No, just Pokemon.
How are they
I don't know.
paying you?
I don't know.
Have they ordered drinks?
Yeah, they go up and tell you what they want, and the Pokemon tell the human, and the human and the Eevee and whoever else works behind the counter make it.
How do they communicate?
I don't know. Okay, I do not know.
I gotta know, man. I need to know the lore.
As a Pokemon
is there
enthusiast,
a Meowth in there?
I think I saw a Meowth in the background. What is it called? The flashback. He was making hoagies or something. So.
Making hoagies?
Yeah, and so
you make hoagies at your coffee shop?
Maybe not this one. I think the one that I was staging at or working at before.
You got fired for...
I think she
serving
quit.
Pokemon?
Yeah, probably. I think she quit to start her own journey, and now you own that restaurant or cafe, whatever you want to call it, calf, whatever.
Cafe? It's not.
I know.
It's objectively not a calf.
Oh yeah, I know. That's a cafeteria.
That's a baby cow.
Oh man, they're delicious. So that game's enjoyable. I also picked up. We're gonna talk about this later in the show, but Crash Bandicoot has a sale. And so did a bunch of other stuff on Steam. But I picked up the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy as well as the Spyro Reignited Trilogy because bundled together, it was a steal and I had to get them.
How much were they?
40 bucks.
40?
40.
Okay, and then because I bought some things on Steam too. If you spend over $30, you get
$5 off.
And is that every time you spend over $30?
Once.
It's just a one-time thing?
One-time thing on one bundle. On one purchase, one lump sum.
Have you bought other stuff since then?
Yes.
Okay.
Borderlands, and it did not apply.
Okay.
And it tells you too. It says you've already used this on a purchase, so it's not like Epic, but you can kind of weigh those options, pros and cons yourself because.
What do you mean not like Epic?
Epic gives you the $10 coupon.
Okay, I kind of see what you're saying. Epic sometimes they'll give you. Sometimes I don't know if they always give you the $10 coupon at the start, but then if you buy a game, they'll give you a $10 coupon, and then sometimes if you use that $10 coupon on another game, they'll give you another $10 coupon.
Yeah, it always looks like it's during a certain window. Hey, when we're having this big whatever, insert Epic game name sale here, it's always, like you said, use the coupon, you get another coupon, and then you can stock the coupon for the next sale or what have you.
Well, is that true, or do the coupons
I have a
go
coupon.
away?
I have a coupon, and I think it expires December this year, maybe.
Okay.
And it'll tell you can go to your account, and then under account you can look, and it'll have a coupon section. It'll show you the different coupons and when they expire.
Okay. One thing I will say is Epic doesn't seem to have a lot of their sales are either sometimes they just don't have sales. Is what I'm trying to say. Whereas a lot of stores, the PlayStation Store, Steam, obviously, they'll have sales all the time. They might not have big, amazing sales 24/7, but games will be on sale just by a little bit.
Oops.
But
now I'm hitting my stuff.
But it seems like sometimes Epic just will have literally 0 games on sale.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And I've seen, at least in this most recent sale, they edit some of the numbers of the sale prices to show so that it doesn't apply to the coupon, because I think the coupon has to be $15.99
It seems like
or less.
the only
or
time
whatever.
I've seen them do that was for The Witcher.
Okay, yeah.
And that sale's been over for a while.
But yeah,
They do have some games on sale right now. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating and don't look deep enough. I don't know.
Also, I usually generally look at Steam for buying games on PC, unless I know that it's like exclusive for Epic or something. But all in all, I've really been enjoying the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. I've only, I say that like I've played all three of them. I haven't. Again, I did when they first came out, but I've only been playing the first one, and I'm probably halfway through the first island. I think if I remember right, there's 3 or 4 islands.
Oh, so you're not very far?
Mm-hmm. No, not at all. I've jumped into different stuff this week, here and there. Lots of fond memories of playing Crash Bandicoot have come rushing back since playing the Reignited trilogy. I'm not very far, like I said, but it's damn fun still, and it's really good looking. They really did a legit job on these graphics, and I'm super hyped for Crash 4.
You plan on finishing the trilogy?
Yeah, I probably should and want to, because they're not that long at all. Altogether, they're, I don't know, probably 15, 16 hours, if that.
Now, you do know, and this is actually, it's pretty interesting, the people who made that aren't making Crash 4.
I am aware of that.
It's really weird.
It is.
Toys for Bob, I think, is making Crash 4, and Vicarious Visions did the remakes. But Toys for Bob also, I believe, made the Spyro Reignited trilogy, which is also really well received. So, seems like it's still in good hands.
Yeah, it seems like they are going to do a pretty good job on it. But it's still just, I think as a kid, I made, not Spyro, well, that too. But I think I made Crash a little bit more difficult. I remembered it a little more difficult than it was. Now, granted, I have died, and missed some jump timing and different stuff like that.
Well, you like you said, you're not very far into the game.
True. Yeah, and it's definitely not as hard as I remember. So maybe, like you said, hopefully it'll get harder as I play it. But it is definitely straightforward. Walk, jump, spin. That's the whole game. Which I don't mean to come off as saying that like it's a bad thing at all. It's not at all. It's enjoyable, and it has a 10 out of 10 story.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what the story is.
From what I gathered, if I remember right, I think he just gets kidnapped and experimented on and escapes, and then the old crazy dude got his wife, and he's like,
is he old or is he just weird?
Both.
Okay.
Let's just say both. Yeah. So
is she his wife?
I don't know.
The weird bandicoot woman thing
with the very womanly body. Yeah. I also don't know if Sally or Betsy or Brittany.
Who?
There's a girl. There's a girl you can play as.
Coco?
That's her name.
That's his sister.
Oh, so it's not his daughter. Okay.
No.
I've really kind of forgotten / mixed up.
I don't think anybody's gonna get too mad at you for getting Crash Bandicoot lore.
And the last thing I've been up to this week is I rehacked my PS Vita.
React.
So I did it the first time with some trial and error, messed up some stuff, so I just did it again. Thankfully, the wonderful community that hacks the Vita and does all that stuff has pretty much figured out a way that you can fix it even if you brick it, which is pretty awesome. So there's no really worry of just completely destroying your console, especially in my case where I imported one from Japan brand new, which was not cheap.
God, yeah, that was a good thing that you can't break it.
Yes, I'm quite happy that I won't be able to break it due to stupidity or lack of coding knowledge or anything like that. And, that's pretty much it. I am having access to a whole plethora of games right now. And one of the things, actually, I'll just let you tell the story.
I mean, ain't nothing special. I caught the man doing something out in the open that I thought you would only do in private with the doors closed and the blinds shut, the lights turned off. You find a man with his Vita out in the open, hunched over, head down, making weird noises over here. Playing PlayStation also a battle royale, just the most shame you can have.
It really is.
On your Vita.
You know,
not even on PS3.
Yes, it was not a proud moment for me. I have since formatted my PS Vita and started over with hopefully which will be my last hack or whatever the actual term of the procedure is called, where I can actually do everything that I want to do on it.
You need to take some Zyrtec or something, man.
I don't know what's going on right now. Maybe it's nerves or a plethora of things or the drink I'm drinking. Who knows? Maybe
like the word plethora today?
Yeah, I think that's the
That's
word.
Your word of the day?
Word of the day.
Word of the day. Plethora.
Plethora. Yeah, I really do love the PS Vita. It's underrated. I like it. I don't know
Do
how.
you love it? I could be wrong. I literally never see you playing it.
Yes.
The amount of times that you've said, "Ah, man, I need to play Sly Cooper," or "Ah, man, I need to play Persona."
Yes.
And there are actually other games on the PS Vita besides those two.
Yes, that is true. And I agree with those statements and have said those statements. And I think it's the fact that I am always drawn to my PC. And I really need to branch out and show my Switch some more love and my PS4 and my Vita. It's just something that I've always done. I've always been drawn to just play it on PC. And I know some people are as well, but I have...
Or what?
A lot of people, if you can play it on PC, you can. And I do understand that there is a huge catalog of PlayStation Vita games that cannot be played on the PC. And I would like to experience those and enjoy those. It's just, I have a hard time juggling different games on different platforms sometimes. And that's
the ultimate first world problem right there.
That's something I need to work on.
Oh, man. I got this one box that costs hundreds of dollars, but sometimes I don't want to pick it up and play it because I have this other box that costs hundreds of dollars that sometimes I can't figure out which. I have the same problem. I actively make myself play games on PlayStation, play games on Switch, play games on PC,
and that is something I'm really bad at. Like really, really bad at it. I remember back when I got a Switch, and I had a PC and I had a couple games here and there. Not as many on PC as I do now that I actually have a good connection and people to play with. But I played just Odyssey. And that's the thing. I just played Switch, and that was it. That's just what I played. And
played Switch.
Yeah, back when I first got a Switch, like it was new.
You said Odyssey.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I am. And it's, in my opinion, I see it as a downfall. I really do need to figure out a way that works for me.
The way I look at it, I don't know if this will help you at all, but the way I look at it is each of the machines has a purpose. PlayStation 4 is an exclusive machine. Switch is the same way, but Switch and Vita are also portable. So if there's a game that you would rather play with portably, or if there's a game that you would rather use the Pro controller on or something, that's the game that you buy on the Switch. That's a game that you buy on the Vita. Of course, the Vita also is an exclusive thing as well. There are several exclusives that you can't really get anywhere else.
True, and I reminded myself that limited run games is still keeping the actual physical library of the Vita alive with their exclusive releases and some stuff here and there. And so I do want to start using it more, and I got a lot of games to play. Thankfully, during all this hacking and moving files around and everything, my beautiful Persona saves are still there. And I say plural because I have 3 of them, because the first time when I somehow messed it up, not the hacking, because I did mess that up, but it didn't mess up my Persona saves. The first time I deleted my Persona saves.
You're talking about like a
long time ago. I only had 1. So I figured now I have a 3 chance. 3 times.
Saves coming?
Yeah. If it's the same save, like 1 second in between all of them.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because...
You want to be exactly there?
Well, yeah, also, and I really don't want to mess up again, because the original Persona 4 Golden save I had was almost 20 hours, and it was just gone.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
And now I'm...
It also discourages you from coming back. Because I don't know if I want to play this right now.
And now the saves I have are sitting at, I think, 7 hours. But I learned, since I know the story, up until, the 20 hours mark, they got a badass skip function with a super duper speed up.
Is that during that whole game?
Mm-hmm,
okay, I couldn't remember.
You can just, which is pretty
It looks
nice.
like a TV fast forwarding.
Yeah, and it sounds really good. It's really cool. And part of me still wants to get it on PC, but I think I deserve it to myself and to the Vita to finish it.
Play it what you want, but you do already own it on Vita.
Mm-hmm.
You're not, of course, you would never illegally download games for your Vita.
No, never. I would not endorse that, nor would I tell you there are multiple Reddit pages that will help you do so.
The way I see it, I don't know the laws, so I can never. I'm not a legal advisor, but if you already own the game, that's kind of the big thing. If you already own the game, I don't really see any reason, because you've given them their money, and or if maybe it's a game that's not available, and it becomes available, give them money or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing that I really have on there now is a Digimon game that was never released in the US, and Bandai Namco has pretty much openly said we are not going to release this specific Digimon game in the North.
Good.
I mean,
we get too many Digimon games.
I mean, I agree. We don't need it anymore. We got like 2 different versions
there was
of Cyber
a perfect
Sleuth.
one on the PS1, and I can't Digimon Adventure or whatever.
There were like 3 Digimon games on PS1.
Hold on, is it Digimon Adventure or Digimon?
It's probably Digimon World 3.
World 3. I bet that's it.
Yeah, it's probably Digimon World 3.
I pushed enter when I meant to push.
It has
3.
Metal Greymon on the cover.
It has Greymon.
Metal Greymon, not.
No,
Greymon.
Digimon World 3 has Agumon, Red Agumon, and Bear.
Red Agumon. Oh, you mean damn it, what's his name? I'm gonna get my Digivice taken away. Oh,
Good,
God.
you need it.
Oh man.
This game is actually, it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either.
No, it's not.
I had like 3 copies for some reason. I sold 2 of them. I might have sold all 3 of them. I don't remember. But yeah, I don't know why. And I remember them being a decent little boon in my pocket, decent little amount of money in my pocket, change in my pocket. And they were all 3 out of the case. So it's not bad.
Nice.
Hey.
Well, enough about me and my endeavors. What have you been up to this week?
I've been beating some games. First off, I'm going to talk about Shovel Knight. I beat the base game Shovel Knight. I can't think of what it's called, but it's Shovel Knight's base story before they came out with any
Shovel Knight
of the other DLC. But yeah, I think it has a subtitle.
Okay.
It's really, really good, of course. It would be weird if I've championed this game for the past few weeks and it turned out I didn't like it. But yeah, it's great. It's very, very pretty. It actually has kind of a sweet story that I won't spoil. The combat's good. It actually, I would say, I think I've said this before, it's kind of hard, but not, the bosses are not very hard. That's one thing I'll say. There's only a couple, the last boss is actually kind of hard, but besides that, I think one of the last bosses, if not the next to last, the penultimate, as you might say in British, is you fight all the bosses that you fought up to that point, and I died once, and it's because I didn't have full health. So the bosses they're really, really cool, but for the most part, they're not hard at all. But then the final boss, I died to several, maybe even like 10 times before. It's a really cool kind of. It's a different mechanic than you use in any of the rest of the game, which is also cool. I think the game is good at introducing new mechanics, and I'm really interested in playing the rest of the DLC because I know each one of those introduces their own mechanic. Hell, King of Cards introduces a card game. So clearly they're really good at introducing new creative mechanics that actually change up the way the game's played, not just aesthetically. So yeah, highly still recommend that. Also, I beat Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. That game is hard as hell. Unlike Shovel Knight, which is kind of hard sometimes, Donkey Kong will kick your ass. And I had completely forgot. I knew it was hard because I know Donkey Kong's hard. I've played it in the past. And for the most part, I think the game is hard. But the next to last, like, running stage or whatever, platforming stage is hard as hell. Good Lord, I died on that a lot. I probably died on that 50 times.
Now, that was the volcano walrus dude.
That's the boss.
That's the last one, right?
That's the last boss.
Okay.
I'm talking about the final platforming section.
Oh, okay.
Not the final, but the next to final platforming.
Okay, got it.
Absolutely beat me like a redheaded stepchild.
Ooh.
I died so many times, like 50 times. And then I got to the... but although I will say that this may be because I was trying to play it in handheld mode, because I got really pissed, walked in my room, put it in docked mode, waited like 5 or 10 minutes, went back and beat it within like 5 attempts, which was... it felt easier, so maybe don't play the game in handheld mode. And then I got to the final boss, and I didn't play it in handheld mode at all. He still beat me to death. Oh, man, he was super. I probably died to him at least 50 times as well, I swear. I don't know, maybe I'm exaggerating, but it doesn't feel like it. Just the most... I actually started getting pissed off. And I didn't really get pissed off at this game at all until the final part. I think the game is really fun. It feels great to play. I think the characters are super endearing and charming, even though they don't really say anything except for gorilla noises. I think that it feels weirdly immersive for a game that you're just running to the right. There's all these different biomes and environments, but from the jungle to, of course, the tropical freeze part, which is kind of the last part that you go to. Also, I hate ice. I hate ice levels so much. Can we just agree as a society that ice levels need to go away? Ice physics are stupid, and they make the game hard in a way that is just not fun. And I hate them so much. They're gonna give me an aneurysm.
Slippery. That is definitely true.
They're slippery as hell.
It's really... I can't speak from experience, but I would assume that it's really hard to do ice physics well.
Yeah,
and that's why they're probably
might argue impossible.
And I think that's why they're always so hard, because they can either make it like you're just walking on a normal water platform or whatever, just like a normal block that looks like ice, or it's you touch this and you slide across the screen. I feel like there's no in between. The
amount of times, and in Donkey Kong, like in Mario, the way that you usually defeat an enemy is by jumping on them. And of course, if you add ice to that, it's going to add momentum where you don't want momentum added. I'm actually getting anxiety thinking about it. The amount of times that I got to the final section of the boss, where I had to hit him like 2 more times and died, I was going to use my Switch as a frisbee if I had a second one. Oh my gosh. The game's so good, but the last 2 out of 3 levels I hate so much.
It happens.
I hate them.
Now, question. We'll put you on the spot. Is that how your Switch nipple got broken?
Maybe. Why do you keep calling it a nipple?
What's it called?
It's an analog stick.
That, yeah.
I don't know, but my analog stick on the left Joy-Con is kind of getting roughed up.
I still think I need to do surgery on my Pro Controller. I think I knocked one of its analog sticks out of socket. It's kind of weird sometimes.
What, is it drifting?
Oh, no, not at all. Only when I play Smash sometimes, it makes some very unsettling noises when you're doing flicks.
It makes noises. What kind of noises are we talking about?
Like it's sliding into a slot it doesn't need to slide into, and it's moving a piece inside the controller it's not supposed to be moving, because it feels like the actual stem of the bottom of the analog stick has moved into a piece of the controller it shouldn't.
What?
And that's how it feels.
Sounds like you broke it.
But it doesn't do it all the time. It's only when you put a lot of pressure trying to do certain Smash attacks. And Super Smash Bros.
You don't have to put pressure.
I know.
That's one thing. I've been telling you, kid, you don't need to put that much pressure when you play Smash.
Listen, I'm not a perfect person, okay? I have my flaws, and 2 of my flaws...
Got him.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot to carry. I have always done that.
I cry myself to sleep at night.
That's okay, because I put too much pressure on video game controllers. Like I really grab them.
Yeah, you could probably hear from outside when you're. In fact, I've had to come and close your door multiple times because you can. I don't have a controller with me, but you can just hear if you're playing on a keyboard. You can just hear.
Yeah,
and it's actually gotten better because used to have that POS Red Dragon keyboard for some reason.
Yeah, it was terrible. I thought it was a good time at the time. Don't buy a Red Dragon.
So now I don't really notice that as much, but I've noticed.
I do put
controller.
I put a lot of force into things, and I think it's a combination of passion plus excitement plus if I push it harder, they'll hit harder. And
It's not force sensitive.
I know it is not the case. I understand it's not the case because my mom would always used to ask me too. It doesn't go faster or hit harder if you push it harder. It doesn't work like that. And so I'm still working through that.
Okay.
I understand it's a thing. And every time I use my Switch for Smash or any controller, I keep thinking, is today the day that this button breaks?
Well, the other day when we were playing Smash, for some reason, it wouldn't work. Like, none of the controllers. And guess what? When I was trying to play Smash, today or yesterday, I can't remember. It might not, or I'm not sure if it was Smash. I was trying to use my Switch. And none of my controllers would work on it. So I just like yours did a couple of days ago, and I tried my Pro controller and I tried the actual Switch. I can't remember if I tried my GameCube controller or not, but I restarted it and it worked fine. Literally the exact same thing that happened to yours.
Yeah, it was really creepy.
I don't know I don't know if there was a bug. I don't know.
I don't know. There was an update for Smash, obviously, because Min came out. Ming?
I think it's Min. M-I-N, I believe.
But yeah, I picked her up. She's fun.
Oh, you picked her up?
I did. I went ahead and just got the whole pass.
Okay. Now they're just going to release 5 more Fire Emblem characters.
5 more Byleths, just in different hats or whatever. God, I hate the character. I'm sure
you get really tilted.
I really do.
So you just end up running around holding a random button as Bowser Jr. to get revenge.
Oh yeah, you got to.
And then I get pissed off because I have to deal with 2 idiots, and I suck at Smash as it is.
You got to spread the cancer where you can. Okay?
That's true.
You got to.
I mean, you do play card games, so that does make sense.
Yeah, I do like giving people cancer, figuratively.
Obviously, you can't give cancer's not AIDS. You can't use cancer as a weapon.
It's a slight spoiler for Harley Quinn season 2. She gets into a fight and she picks up a random gun and she shoots this guy, and it's a cancer gun.
Holy shit!
And he goes, "Harley, why?" And it's just some goon or whatever, and he's like, "I'm gonna go spend time with my children."
Holy shit!
It was, and she goes, "Why the hell did they develop this?" Because they were just fighting in a random lab, and it was just
hilarious.
That made me think of that.
I need to watch that season 2.
We do.
But I also watched
Played.
I beat BioShock. Thank you. That's 3 for 3. Same thing that, like I said, I've been really, really enjoying it. I was right. I had about several hours left in the game. I think I liked it a lot. One thing I will say is that the last part was a little annoying because you had to kind of keep some little sisters alive. It's cool. I don't even want to spoil that. But yeah, you have to keep some little sisters alive because of a very important role that they play in the game.
You got to feed them a whole bunch of porridge or something. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. You got to sponsored by Quaker Oats. You got to feed them that Quaker Oats porridge.
I need to play BioShock. Discord gave them 1 and 2 remastered to me for being a Discord Nitro person.
They didn't give you 3?
No.
That's weird because the BioShock collection comes with 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I don't know how they were doing their whole game licensing, giving away stuff. They don't do it anymore. They haven't done it probably in a year. But I really miss Discord giving out games. They had a sweet store. There was always sales. They'd give 90% to the publisher and keep 10% from themselves. That's probably why they decided not to do games anymore. And they would always give out free games like all the time. Like I got BioShock 1 and 2 remastered and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, that just made me think of that I need to remind myself, check where you have games, all the stupid stores.
Oh yeah.
Before you buy.
True. But I really, really enjoyed it. I think even though I had a lot of it spoiled for me, there were still some revelations that surprised me. The final boss was a little bit of a letdown. Although I will say maybe that's because this game isn't really a boss game. In fact, is that the only boss in the entire game? See, I guess there are a couple more, I guess, kind of. But he's the most bossy, I guess. Not like a push you around way. But he's like, you're in a room and it's very obviously a boss room and those kind of waves of enemies that come at you.
So surprising to me, really, because no one's really asked me this or anything. I still don't know anything about BioShock, even though you've been playing it and under the same roof as me. All my statements still stand. Underwater, something with people, you don't play as Big Daddy or Little Sister, and that's it. That's what I know, and I'm kind of happy that I've gone.
Yeah, you don't want to know anything about it.
I'm kind of happy that I've went this long in my existence.
I'm surprised. That's like going, 20 years without knowing that Diablo, but without knowing Bruce Willis is dead.
Yeah. Sucks.
I just spoiled that for you.
You just helped me realize that Woody Harrelson and Woody Taylor, or whoever you just said, aren't the same person.
Woody Harrelson and Woody Taylor. Bruce Willis?
I combine.
Yes, the diehard guy is not the same guy who plays Carnage.
I am definitely going to be getting a lot of hate mail from that one. I combine people in my head sometimes. I'm not crazy, though. Just, let's move on. You get your big wood?
I get my big boy.
Big boy giant wood, whatever it's called. You need
what
it for
in the hell are you talking
your
about?
One Piece game. You needed some
good
wood.
Lord, I didn't know you're... No. Oh, yeah, I got some. Dude, that game's not good. Like, it's okay. It's not good. It controls...
Yeah, hello? I have an appointment with the in-house weeaboo. How about you make an appointment and ask Dr. Senpai Weeaboo over here next time?
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know. I went into this weird...
Just say it. Just say it.
Ask me a question about trash Weeaboo
You don't know
games.
nothing about no damn One Piece. Oh. But I don't do that, though. I don't buy bag. And it's not really bad. It's just, like, mediocre. The controls are just stiff. It's like playing it feels like playing a more action-oriented Resident Evil.
Just like you've told me.
But it's an action game.
Just like you've told me in the past. There is such thing as Metacritic, and you can also look at reviews as well as YouTube videos.
I did that with the game. Everyone seems to think it's okay. And that's kind of what it is.
But you wanted it to be more than...
No, I think I
not
knew it
more
was
than
okay.
just okay.
It's
You just
okay
wanted it,
in the wrong ways.
You wanted
it doesn't
it to be
feel good enough to play. It almost has like a fixed camera, which is awful in an action game.
Yeah, that's hard.
You can't really turn around completely without the camera going wonky. I just wish I bought... Honestly, I wish I bought
Terraria or anything else that's on sale currently.
I'm talking about the One Piece games. I kind of wish I just bought One Piece Pirate Warrior game, because that game has awesome reviews. It's got like 8s and 9s.
Question: is there a One Piece fighting game?
That's only One Piece. There was a One Piece game on the GameCube.
I was just randomly thinking about that because it made me think of Jump Piece because Luffy's in Jump Force. Jump Piece. Oh man, my brain with words today. Yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry the game was mediocre.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's what you get when you buy a game that's got like 7s across the boards.
Hey, but at least it's your first time. If it makes you feel any better, think about how many terrible games I've bought.
It does make me feel better.
I mean, mobile, the Western texting simulator game that I got on Switch for a quarter.
About
the texting simulator one.
Why'd you say Western?
I didn't want to say Indian because I didn't want to offend anybody.
Indian, it's Indian. Like Pakistani or something.
Sure, yeah. And then the pinball game that isn't really a good pinball game. I've made lots of mistakes when it comes to games.
But those didn't cost you. All of those mistakes cost you probably
as much
$5.
Yeah, if that. Yeah. Man, I buy some cheap games. I don't know. There was a 3-cent game today.
Yes, I know. I saw it. And the first thing that I thought when I saw it was Jordan's gonna buy this game. That stupid watermelon game?
Yes.
What is wrong with your brain?
I like supporting bad developers.
They're bad.
They have to eat too.
No, they don't. They can go work at McDonald's. If you're not talented, I'm sorry. You don't get my money.
It's their dream to develop
It's my dream to not play a shitty game.
If it makes you feel better, I'm getting better. I didn't click on it. I looked at it and figured out through context clues that it's probably a watermelon eating contest game and thought...
It's worse.
Oh man, it's like, is it like Man versus Timber?
I've looked at the trailer. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's awful. There's a reason it's 3 cents.
Yes, and that's why I decided that they don't deserve my 3 cents. That I need to keep it for something better, which I put those 3 cents.
Think about it like this: you're not gonna have a shitty ass game on your Switch that you have to delete.
True.
Or that takes up space. There's so many good games on the Switch.
I know, and that's why I use those 3 cents towards the season pass of the new Smash Bros. Characters.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were gonna say a Ninjala.
No.
Are you still playing that?
Maybe if they get a Splatoon crossover.
It got 1 million downloads in the first day or something.
Yeah, maybe if it... And it is fun. Ninjala is kind of fun. Granted, I was playing it in...
You just gotta play Splatoon, man. Splatoon's actually super fun. I haven't played it in
really
like
fun.
6 months. But
If only Nintendo Online was better.
Yeah, it's not great.
Granted, I didn't try it with an Ethernet cord, but, I don't really know how...
I don't think the Switch has an Ethernet port.
It has a USB to Ethernet, or however they do it. But it has one. I've heard that it doesn't improve performance.
USB to Ethernet?
It's
How
weird.
does it even work?
It's a weird thing, okay? All I know is it has an adapter, and it's there, and I've heard mixed reviews about it. That's all I know. I haven't tested it. So, yeah. That's
all right, but yeah, I still do kind of want to play the One Piece Pirate Warrior 4. I think they're on, but that kind of just tells the story of One Piece. But so I'm not caught up to One Piece. I'm like at least a couple hundred episodes behind. I'm not sure, so I don't want to spoil anything.
That's good though. That's pretty good. You're only 100-ish behind.
I can't remember. I just got through with the Don Flamingo whatever arc, amazing arc. Even though I can't remember the main villain's name, but yeah, he's one of the best villains probably in anime. Period. Yeah, the game's okay, and if you do not like One Piece, do not buy this game. If you like One Piece, maybe buy it, because the things that I like about it are hearing Luffy's goofy shenanigans, and hearing, Usopp going "Aah!" and run away at everything, and hearing Sanji's weird pervy statements about Nami. It feels like Ito. I should probably know his name. The guy who writes One Piece, the guy who made One Piece, it definitely feels like he had a hand in making this. The art's pretty good and One Piece-esque. It's not perfect. The villain is interesting. The story is even kind of interesting, but then it adds these elements, like you were talking about Big Wood, where you have to town build, which is why why are you doing this in a One Piece game? I had to go back and farm for. Oh my gosh, I probably would still be playing it. Not now, but I probably, because I'm thinking of not even beating it. But you had to go farm, punch trees to farm wood in this action One Piece game.
And Ryan hates farming in any game.
The only kind of game that ever needs farming is like an RPG, maybe. And if you're gonna do that, oh, it's so bad. I hate it. I had to go to an island that I had already been to farm trees, and there's 5 trees in this entire stupid island, and then only one of the trees dropped it.
Oh.
So I had to. Oh my gosh! And then I had to go back, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. This game is not good enough for this. If I drop Nino Kuni for making me farm, I sure as shit am not gonna keep playing this mediocre One Piece game for it.
And aside from all the communism, Nino Kuni 2 had
Nino Kuni. Not Nino Kuni 2. I
know.
play good games.
I'm trying to convince you to play Nino Kuni 2.
I did. I didn't like it. It's fine. It's like an 8. It's fine. Evan's a weird communist boy.
He is.
And
I liked the story.
I don't like the weird things with the battles. I didn't think that was unnecessary, but
it's okay.
I wouldn't say it was a bad game. It's definitely not as good as the first one.
I can't speak to that. Not every game is for everybody. Hopefully, you'll be able to play that One Piece game you want in the future.
I thought you were going to say, hopefully you're going to play Nino Kuni 2. No, I'm not going to play
Nope. I'm just still waiting for the day that you try out We Happy Few.
I'm not playing. I'll play Nino Kuni 2 before I play We Happy Few.
Damn, thought I could get him.
Do I have... Looking over at my games...
What are you looking for?
I can't remember if I had Nino Kuni physically, because if I had it physically, I was going to make you play it. I think I do. I may force you to play that game.
Just like I
made you... You can see the absolute charm and majesty of
Just like I made you pick back up Persona 5?
No.
I strongly encouraged you.
Okay, to be fair, you did hand me Persona 5.
And said...
Which I've been thinking about playing, but I wasn't sure when. But yes, the other day, I was just sitting on the couch, and for some reason, Jordan handed me my copy of Persona 5. So I was like, sure, why the hell not? And I put it in my system, downloaded it, and because I'm an idiot, I started it over. I was only like 20 hours in, so it wasn't the worst thing in the world. So now instead of 80 hours to go, I've got about 95 hours to go.
That's a beefy game.
So now I've played about 5 hours into the game. I'm a decent way into not the game at all, but into like meeting some of the characters that you first meet. I've met Ryuji, I've met An, and I've met Morgana, and that's it, which I know is not near all the cast that you can meet. But I've started to explore the first dungeon of, I can't think of his name. Actually, I don't even want to say his name, because that's a really big spoiler. I've not only seen the dungeon, but I've been in it 2 or 3 times, so I've kind of actually about to start trying to finish the dungeon. So it's suggesting that I go buy stuff around the world. So I'm really kind of finally starting to dip my toes into it. I put like 2 or 3 hours into it every day for the past couple of days. I didn't play it today because of the podcast. I don't remember why. But I'm still really enjoying it. That game has more style than almost any other game, and I don't know if any other game has more style. I think that's kind of like you can be as good as Breaking Bad, but you can't be better than Breaking Bad.
In this particular scenario, just so that I understand correctly, you're saying Persona 5 is Breaking Bad.
The style of it, yes.
Okay.
I haven't beaten it or even gotten halfway through it, so I can't say if it's as good of a game as Breaking Bad as a TV show.
That's what.
But as far as like the style, the music, that like jazzy, poppy, J-pop almost soundtrack, the comic book aesthetic, I think that the voice acting is good. It's still weird that JRPGs, I think especially, are bad at this. They'll have a protagonist that's kind of like this mute, silent protagonist, but then sometimes they talk because the protagonist, I think his name is Akira, but he doesn't really, you can name him, but I think in the comic books and stuff his name is Akira, so I named him Akira. He talks sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes he does that protagonist thing where he kind of just stares like an idiot, but sometimes he has a voice actor, and the voice actor is actually pretty good, so it's really kind of weird. It's kind of got the Zelda syndrome, where but I'm still really enjoying that. I'm definitely going to keep at it. Then the kind of, I guess, final thing I want to talk about was they released the Cuphead, the first look at the upcoming Cuphead Netflix show. Still, I believe it just says soon for a date. What did you think of it?
So, weird comment coming in. Gotta start letting people know, like a flashing sign. This made me want to play Cuphead.
That's not a weird comment. How's that a weird comment?
I don't know.
That's exactly what they wanted to do.
Well, I thought
you were going to say like you were sexually attracted to Bugman or something.
No, I've always been super interested in the art style of Cuphead and just the colors and everything. Granted, I was a little turned off of it because, Hot Topic had it, and I thought it was just something Hot Topic had. Granted, I enjoy Rick and Morty. Wearing a Rick and Morty hoodie right now, and Rick and Morty is definitely...
I saw the first episode of Rick and Morty, and that was when I realized that Einstein couldn't keep up with this shit. So if Einstein was too stupid to understand it, I must be a genius.
Exactly. That's exactly what the show is supposed to teach you. I'm really glad you've joined our covenant. So thank you for being here. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a sweet show. They talked about how it's going to have like some children nostalgic feelings to it.
Children nostalgic feelings?
That's not the words they use.
You're talking about like... They meant was you're going to get nostalgia from your childhood when you watch cartoons like the Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, all that. That doesn't have a weird child thing. You don't have to worry about that.
That's what I meant in that blender smoothie of words right there. So, yes. I need to figure out what I want to play it on, though. if I want to play it on Switch
Or PC.
Or PC.
Is it on Game Pass? Because it's an Xbox game.
It might be. Also, I keep talking about it, but I might just have to do the stupid nerd thing of just doing a Google Calendar for damn video games again, like I did when we lived in another place.
Now, here's the thing. This game is hard as shit, and I know you don't do
I don't
hard
like hard
games.
games.
It is brutal.
Ooh.
It's very, very difficult.
Isn't it just a platformer?
What do you mean have you played Celeste, bitch?
No.
Have you played Super Mario The Lost Levels, bitch? Have you played
maybe.
I Want to Be the Guy, bitch?
I like
Have
that
you
one.
played Benny Fawcett's Getting Over It, bitch?
No. Yeah, I haven't played any of those.
Platformers can be hard as hell. Have you played The Messenger, bitch? Have you played the old school Castlevanias?
Yes.
Have you played Ninja Gaiden?
Ooh, okay. I'm getting
It's just a platformer, kid.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you and your platforming clan. Also, that was some very scary Terry right there.
Have you played Celeste, bitch?
Oh, no. Please leave my dreams. Oh, man. Best Rick and Morty character. Yeah. This looks sweet, though.
Oh, I forgot what we were talking about.
Cuphead, the Netflix show.
I do recommend the game. If it's on Game Pass especially, definitely try it out. The game is awesome. It feels really good to play. I really like the old school Disney's, and I know there's another animation studio that's inspiring it, so forgive it. The people that did like Betty Boop and all that, the animation is incredible, and it feels like they're really doing a good job. You like how I'm making that weird, translating that over into the show.
See, it made me really curious about the story of Cuphead because I know
the story's not. I mean, it's important. Basically, the story is it's these two, Cuphead and Mugman, are gonna go to hell because they sold their soul to the devil, kinda, and they have to get all the other inhabitants of this world. They have to defeat them and so they can basically get them to sign their contracts over to the devil. That's it. The story's not. It's like this old school kind of weirdly creepy wire kids watching this type of story.
Did you want to hear my story? I thought it was the story.
The story I thought it was. Go. Oh boy!
I thought it was two individuals.
You already had it wrong there.
Yep, two humans.
Well, mugs.
They got transformed into mugs by the devil because they wouldn't sell drugs through their tea company anymore. And then they have to battle the devil to get their human souls back put in their body.
That's actually not a terrible guesstimation, but except the weird tea thing. Why go so deep there?
I assumed that's what they got transformed into. Kind of took that from like the Beauty and the Beast. They got transformed into it because they were the help, and that's why they turned They turned into teapots. And like Mrs. Potts and the
But I understand. I've seen Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, that I just assumed they did something with teacups.
Okay.
And so
I don't know. Why not coffee or
I don't know.
Hot cocoa?
I don't know. Just where I went.
Okay, well that's not as crazy as I thought it would be. I think the animations for the show look just as good. Honestly, because it's a show, they can kind of do more with the animation. I think they showed off just a smidgen of the voice acting for Cuphead, Mugman, and I think Dice King, which all sound really cool, really Saturday morning cartoony. Also, the art itself, not art, but the art itself, yes, of course, looks amazing. But like the coloring and how it pops off the screen.
This is definitely a win for Netflix in my book. They put out some trash sometimes.
They are very hit and miss. It seems like they get better every year, but that doesn't mean that they don't have trash every year.
Like I know a lot of people that enjoy He-Man. They like the She-Ra or whatever it's called. It's He-Man's daughter or niece or something. I think
it's his sister.
Maybe that also it could be work. And then there, obviously there's some others, Castlevania and some of the others Netflix does.
It feels like Netflix is becoming like the place for attracting video games to be made into movies and TV shows.
Yeah, definitely.
The Witcher is great. Castlevania is excellent. I think Castlevania is one of the best anime, maybe even of all time.
Yeah, it is superb, especially how much they got done in that first season.
Oh my gosh, we haven't seen the new season.
No. We gotta do it. We gotta listen to it.
Haven't I
watch
seen
it?
I want to watch it. I don't want to listen to it. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen season 3. Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped.
I've thought about doing it every once in a while, and I've stopped myself just so that
How
we
have I not
watch it
seen
together.
season 3?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I gotta watch that. But yeah, and if this follows that track, then this could be another home run for Netflix, and that would give me even more hope because we've heard some rumors about them making a Resident Evil a thing. Hopefully, if they made a Resident Evil cartoon, I think that would be amazing.
I think they could do that well. I just randomly thought of they could probably do something good with a Halo story. I don't know how.
Red versus blue.
That is a damn good Halo story, and I think it's still going on. It's really good though. That's actually what got me into Halo back in the day was Red versus Blue. No, I wasn't allowed to play those.
They came out. Really?
Yeah.
I guess to be fair, my mom didn't want me playing those either.
She was worried I was gonna become like a killer. So
those games, I don't even know if they should be rated M because you're killing aliens. Who cares about aliens?
Yeah, they're not real.
They don't really curse. I don't think there's no nudity.
Yeah,
those are great games. The first 3 are excellent.
Oh yeah, I remember some moms and stuff would be like, Cortana's naked. She's not real.
Well, she's also not naked. Have you seen a naked woman? God knows. What kind of...
Yeah, but let's just move past that stupidity comment of however...
I opened a science book one time, and this woman was like blue, and she had these patterns over her body.
It was Mystique, wasn't it? It was an X-Men anatomy book. And here is how Nightcrawler teleports. Thank you, Professor. That does remind me that all the X-Men people got together for a Zoom call or whatever for...
And Ryan Reynolds, except no, he didn't. They knew.
I know, but it was still cute.
How would he get in?
It was still cute. I know, it was still cute though because everybody left, and
he's like, listen, I know they're killing your universe, and I'm very clearly still making money, so I'm not gonna get killed off. You suck. No, AJ, how you doing?
It was cuter than that. It was
I didn't think that he would actually flip them off.
Kind of.
What?
You can watch it online. It's only a minute long or something like that. But it's essentially, they all say, hey, I got somewhere to go, and it's just him and Hugh Jackman, and he's like, so just me and you, Logan. You know what this is a reunion for then. And then at that moment, Sabretooth pops in and is like, Wolverine Origins! Yeah, man! And then the Zoom call ends. It was cute. But that's going to be it for what we've been up to, right?
Wait, have you been recording?
Yes. Was I not supposed to?
I don't care. I didn't say anything too racist, so... Actually, I had something to say about that, but I could... Oh, yeah. I was gonna say that I was gonna say that holy shit! I was gonna say that franchise is so good at taking supremely talented. I was sitting so far away from the mic. I don't even know if they heard anything I said. That franchise is so good at taking supremely talented actors. They have that guy who plays Professor X,
Patrick Stewart.
That guy too. Both the guys who play Professor
Patrick
X.
Stewart.
They have Ryan Reynolds. They have the guy who plays. They have both guys who play Magneto guy.
They have Halle Berry.
I said good.
Wow.
They have.
Have you seen her lately?
Hugh Jackman.
Yes.
They have all these super talented actors, and just the shittiest franchise of all time.
Oh, they have the girl that's in the. Not Mission Impossible, the better spy movies.
Excuse me?
James Bond. The girl that's
Those
in
are not better than Mission Impossible.
Okay.
James Bond movies, they can be good, but they're incredibly hit and miss.
Yeah. All I know is there's one called Skyfall because Adele did a song for it.
There's a Skyfall. That's a great movie.
I haven't watched it. I've listened to the Adele song a couple times, though.
You haven't seen Skyfall?
I haven't seen... I honestly don't think I've probably never seen any of the
James Bond movies.
Yes.
Well, you just talking about how, they were better than Mission Impossible.
I was just throwing it out there to see what would happen.
Mission Impossible Fallout is an incredible action movie.
It really is. I watched it for the first time the other day. It's on Prime, which is pretty sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, I swear.
If you want to help us get a bigger or smaller table, patreon.com/1.
Do we still have a Patreon?
It's up there, baby. You can't pledge anything. But it's actually, I think there might be a $5 tier up. I don't think it has any rewards for it, but I think you can either hit that button.
Rewarding feeling.
Yeah. So
I am running out of Mountain Dew, and as a gamer, that's a problem.
And Mountain Dew Game Fuel is on sale currently for 80 cents. So we probably need to stock
80 cents
up
per can?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. So we probably need to stock up on some of those since
I started playing that rabbit game. You know what I'm talking about?
The jump rope game?
Yeah.
I'm almost downloaded it on Switch today, but laziness took over and decided not to.
I did the 128 of the jump ropes. Although I don't really feel like I did 128 jump ropes. That doesn't feel like Anyway, I did the game's equivalent of 128. Felt like I was gonna die for about 5 minutes.
See, I want to download it and try it.
I would love to watch you.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't think this the wrong way.
Go ahead.
You're not exceedingly athletic.
That's true. Just some background information real quick, just to give some information.
It's the way you do.
So, I was not able to actually do jumping jacks in time until I was in 9th grade.
What do you mean, in time?
My arms and legs wouldn't connect to the beat at the same time. They'd be opposite.
Well, that's not a jumping rope, but still, that's impressive.
Yeah. Also,
Did I say jumping jacks or jumping rope?
You said jumping rope,
okay,
but that was leading into the fact of I cannot jump rope in real life.
You can't jump rope.
No.
You don't have the timing.
No, my body, it does not work. I literally, I'm not shitting you.
You can't jump rope.
No.
Can you walk?
Yes.
I've seen you walk.
Yes,
you can drive a car.
Yep. No. But
that's way more complicated.
I can walk and chew bubblegum. I can pat my head and do the other thing, whatever it is. But for some reason, I cannot do the whole.
You can't jump.
Skip jump, rope, skip jump, rope. I can't do that. It does not work.
It doesn't work.
It does not work. I've tried cheap jump ropes. I've tried expensive jump ropes.
You just need a string.
I've tried that too. Okay, it doesn't work. I've tried the big gorilla ones at the gym when I went once.
What? The ones that weigh like 20 pounds?
Yeah, I tried doing those. Okay, somebody spun it around like this, and it just doesn't.
Somebody did it for you, and you can't. Can you just not jump? Jordan, I've never seen you jump.
So let's get into the new games.
Oh my!
I can jump for the record. I don't want nobody at
the look on your face.
I
swear I can jump.
I don't want nobody adding me. Don't at me. I can jump, and maybe with this video game, I can learn how to jump rope.
I sound like an old man wheezing.
And also, this isn't some kind of bit we're doing for the podcast. This is 100% pure, unraw, real.
Now that you've told them this, they're gonna think that it's a bit.
I'm not fucking lying to you. I can't jump rope.
This is a man in his 20s that doesn't know how to jump rope.
I understand the concept. I just can't execute it.
I understand the concept.
Yeah, I understand you need to breathe air to live, and my body does it, and I do it. And
what does that have to do with jump roping? That's a involuntary response thing that you do. That's not.
Yes, but I understand how to breathe air, and I understand how to jump rope.
Or do you just do it because you're human, and humans?
Probably both. And I understand how to jump rope. I just can't do it. So.
All right.
Maybe this video game will help me.
I guess there are worse things in the world than not being able to do something a 2-year-old can do.
Listen, man, there's a lot of things I can't live down, and we'll just add this to the list. Maybe they'll put this at the top of the list.
Everyone has those types of things. They just don't reveal them.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm just trying to...
Millions of people.
That's okay. I'm just putting this out there so that people stop introducing me as...
To jump ropes.
No.
Hey, man, you want to get... You ask a girl out, Hey, yeah, sure. Just gonna go some jump roping Saturday. What?
Yeah,
Just gonna go to the gym, do some jump ropes. You want jump rope?
I got a surgery that day. What kind? Prosthetic
I
replacement.
gotta have
Brain tumors.
my brain removal.
That's right. Yeah. So let's get into the new games. Hades is having a big, huge update. It's called Blood Prince. It's available now. And I am not going to go through this whole beefy, lengthy...
But you're gonna curse there.
No.
We don't do the cursing on this podcast.
We don't. I'm not going to go through this very lengthy patch notes. But they do say this is going to be... there's another patch coming this week. So as you're listening to this, there's going to be another patch. They haven't released what's going to be in that patch. But this is patch 0.45. And they say, obviously, there's going to be another patch this week. And this is going to begin the final stretch to version 1.0, which is going to be their launch later this year. Ooh. Which kind of blows my mind.
Podcast. The game's finally coming out.
Because they add, even since I've played, they've added tons and tons of stuff. And just like in this app, in this update, they release some new... I guess when you get to a certain point in the game, you can change how the weapons interact with things. You can like masterpiece them or whatever it's called.
Just upgrade them.
Yeah, you can like make them special or whatever. A new thing they apparently put in. I just wanted to touch on this because it sounds cool. So there's a shield. It's called the Shield of Chaos, and you can add a Beowulf aspect to it, which is going to be a special.
See, Beowulf.
Yeah, Beowulf, like
the ancient.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
book, poem, epic poem written by I'm blanking.
Sure, Robert Frost or whoever it was. Yeah.
Nope, but
same difference. Old poet, old writer is dead. Anyway, moving on. You can throw the special, and it bounces once, and then it slightly increases attack speed and reduces damage penalty, and so it reduces the damage you intake when you don't have your shield with you. And they go through and they talk about the tons of different upgrades and how they added in some new foes and encounters and stuff, and you can just check this out. We'll link it in the description so you can check it out. But I just wanted to throw this in there for any of y'all that were curious that maybe have played the game early on and then didn't kind of fell out of it and got back into it, because it is a pretty cool update and there's a lot of fun stuff.
I don't know what almost any of these games are, dude. I swear. Like half of them. Made of Skyer is out now for PC, PS4, and Xbox?
Yeah, no clue. Dark Moon is available now on PC.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has now released Min Min, the newest fighter to join the roster, along with all the other skins and songs and stuff that you can now purchase.
Yep, you can get her separately.
I'm thinking about buying her too.
Yeah, you can get her separately, or you can get her with the season pack, whichever you want to do. Flatline Volume 2 is available on PC July 1st.
I believe this is Flatland.
Thank you. Flatland Volume 2.
Marvel's Iron Man VR. I forgot this was coming out. It's coming on PS4 VR, PSVR on July the 3rd.
Trackmania 2020 for your personal computer is going to be coming out July 1st.
This game was kind of cool. I almost have bought the one for PlayStation multiple times. It's kind of like Rocket League meets roller coasters. Like, you basically have these crazy cars that drive on these crazy tracks. It looks really
like
cool.
Hot Wheels. Just digitally.
Kind of like Hot Wheels. That's a good way to put it.
Cool. The Legend of Heroes Trial of Cold Steel 3. Trails of Cold Steel 3.
I double checked. It's Trails. I almost typed Trials.
The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. Available now for Nintendo Switch.
And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm punching the air. I don't know if you can hear it. Animal Crossing is getting a summer update on July the 3rd. It's going to be a free update. Going to be new fish.
Any new campers or whatever they're called?
Maybe.
Islanders?
You never know.
Is there a pelican?
Gulliver is coming back, and he's a seagull.
Okay.
That like gets stranded on your island. He's an idiot, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I broke my cell phone. You gotta fix it." Like, dude, I just did this the other day, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I know, but I was like drunk and I fell off a ship, and my crewmates, I know they like me because they they come and pick me up after they're ordered to. So he's coming back. That'd be fine. He always gives you useless crap that you don't need. I've gone the past couple weeks or so where I haven't played that much, and this past week actually I barely played it all. And part of the reason was I forgot to buy turnips. This week, however, I purchased turnips, and I've already played more this week than I played all of last week. Still haven't played that much this week, but I have played more this week. Turnip prices are not looking hot, though, if I'm honest. But you can check them tomorrow. I'm using that turnip calculator thing, website, that's what it's called. And it's telling me that I might get better results tomorrow. So I'm going to check. God knows they can't get much worse.
So, you still got to convince me to play this game?
Oh, yeah, I need to, eventually.
And also, that kind of sounds nerdy when it comes to the turnip calculator, but it piques my interest because it's interesting.
We don't have to get into Animal Crossing. No, you do. That's not what I meant. You don't have. You can get into Animal Crossing, on many different levels.
I think
which is one of the good things about it.
Maybe if he convinces me.
Maybe. I'll try to convince you at another point in time. But I will definitely be hopping onto that. Hopefully everyone listening will as well. Let's move on to the news. We got a couple bits at first that we don't know a whole lot about. First of it off, we have some Apex Legends news coming out of Video Game Chronicle. Basically, EA is saying that they want to get a soft launch of the game out on mobile before the end of the year.
That would be something that's really good for EA, mostly because of the success of Fortnite and PUBG on mobile.
And Call of Duty. And although this isn't big news for me, I don't think it's big news for Jordan either. There are a lot of people that play online games, especially these Fortnite games and stuff like Jordan was saying, on their phones.
I do think it'd be cool.
People literally bought the Samsung Galaxy just to get that stupid Fortnite skin.
Yes, that's true. My biggest thing is I do think it'd be cool if, yes, I'd probably have my Surface with me.
Do you still play Call of Duty mobile?
No, it sends me probably 3 updates a day or 3 notifications a day. I don't play it, but it is one of those games that's cool. I mean, the knife does a one-hit kill, but anyway, back to
Well, that's
Apex.
just Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's not just that game.
But Apex will be really cool on the phone just because if I could, I'd probably have my Surface and I wouldn't want to play on my Surface per se. It could run it. But it would be cool if my phone...
You're going to get that BlueStacks for your Surface to play Call of Duty Mobile?
That's a good idea.
Oh, no. I'll keep giving him these stupid ideas.
Yeah, man, you're getting me further and further away from playing Persona and Sly Cooper and Animal Crossing so that I can play Call of Duty Mobile on BlueStacks. You're the reason I'm sick. But back to what I was saying. It does seem like it'd be cool to be able to whip out your phone, play a game of Apex. Granted, I do not know. It's a lot more in-depth than, I'd say, Call of Duty Mobile. But maybe not as in-depth as the building in Fortnite.
You're going to throw the AC on.
Yeah. And so it's probably in between. But it does seem like it'd be a good thing for people to have on mobile. Now, while you're walking back, gather your thoughts.
Like almost 80 degrees in here.
It is. I regret wearing this.
Wearing a sweater.
I regret wearing this hoodie. Anyway, so tell me about why Dr. Disrespect is banned from Twitch.
No one knows. Even according to Dr. Disrespect, he doesn't even know. So sometime last week, I want to say late last week, he was in the middle of streaming and he gave kind of a little mini speech in the middle of his stream talking about how we'll get through this. He was like, damn it, I can't believe this is happening. I'm paraphrasing. I don't want to, say exactly what he said because I don't want to look it up. I don't remember exactly what he said because that's just not really important. He seemed like really caught off guard, and now he's saying that he does not know why they banned him, and they have not told him why they banned him. Twitch have come out basically saying that no one is off limits of being banned. They're saying that he broke terms of service. No one seems to know what that means. Literally no one except Twitch, and they're not releasing why. They're claiming that this is a permaban, but he was just signed to Twitch exclusively some people were reporting for millions of dollars.
Yeah, I was, excuse me, I saw on headlines. Granted, I didn't go any further than just the headlines.
Well, there's not much more to that, honestly.
Exactly. I was just going to say
story.
that I think his wife just posted something about it on Instagram,
Yeah.
and it was essentially just the same exact thing you just said. They don't know.
His wife basically backed him up.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm not going to go down a super deep rabbit hole of Twitch or anything, but
There's
do.
not really anything, at least for this, to go deeper for now.
True. I was just going to say that, you know, there's some people doing things on Twitch that aren't necessarily what I would agree with what Twitch's guidelines are. You know,
they've been very, what's the word?
Lenient.
Well, they've been lenient to some people and not lenient to others. I don't know if the girl who made her cat drink alcohol, I don't know if she got banned or anything.
I was talking about even, you know, people that are using Twitch like people would use other live chatting services per se. Granted, you know, wear whatever you want, but if you're doing...
Well, if it breaks Twitch's terms of service...
True. That's what I'm trying to say without completely going down this rabbit hole and comparing Dr. Disrespect getting banned to people that are essentially sexting on Twitch. You know, I'm not trying to go down that hole because I can't really speak to either thing. Sucks that Dr. Disrespect got banned. Hopefully he'll be able to come back. I'm not a huge Call of Duty fan, but I did enjoy watching his content from time to time.
I like Dr. Disrespect a lot. I think he is very entertaining. Mm-hmm. He pulls off the persona that he's projecting very well. He has a very high quality stream. He has such a high quality production value, almost like he's an actor to a certain extent, that the rest of the streams that I watch are basically nothing like him because no one's like Doc, right?
True.
And no one should try because if you try, you're probably not gonna succeed.
True. And just from an outsider,
He fought the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And now the Undertaker retired, by the way. Mm-hmm. I don't watch wrestling because I'm not a nerd, but I heard that Undertaker was retiring.
Just from someone that's on the outside, because I had a friend that we play video games casually together, and we have some of the same interest, and he told me about Dr. Disrespect, and I wasn't even on his radar. I probably saw him in some thumbnails or something, or on Twitch here or there, but it wasn't anything that I was ever just interested in. And so I looked them up, and it's really, like Ryan was saying, he does have almost an actor persona sort of a thing, and I think it's really cool that he could have this persona actor sort of a thing and almost just completely step away from Twitch and kind of just
be himself,
with
his family.
Step away with it.
He has a wife and a daughter.
Whereas, some of the other people that stream on Twitch, they might stream from their bedrooms or what have you, and it's really their life intertwined with the video games they're playing or whatever, and so it's
his is too, because you can't.
Well, yeah, true.
But maybe not to that extreme of a degree.
True, but I'm saying sometimes...
And he probably doesn't get recognized as much as he would.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to convey is sometimes the personal, leaks together with the Twitch, and sometimes it feels like they want to be able to walk away from just being a Twitch streamer to a normal person, and Dr. Disrespect's persona that he carries himself with on Twitch allows him to just step out of that and just be a family man that... Yeah, I enjoy, casual talk, yada yada. Yeah, I enjoy video games, and that be that.
It's almost like streamers and YouTubers that don't show their faces, and then if he gets recognized, he knows it's probably a true fan that knows what he looks like without the goofy hair and stuff.
Yeah, and it's not just like, oh my gosh, you're Minecraft Lord 9000 or whoever you are.
He's Doc.
Yeah. So
I'm very, very interested into what this is. This entails. Of course, he has had controversies in the past. We don't need to bring them up here again. I don't know if they are of similar nature or if they're different. If Twitch loses Dr. Disrespect, that would be a huge loss to everyone. And this is the second week in a row where we've had super big between Facebook / Mixer and this. It's been a massive couple weeks for streaming news.
Yeah, most definitely. Hopefully, the third week will bring some good news to the streaming front.
Depending on who you are, that makes the news was good.
Yeah, that's true.
Still haven't heard anything from Ninja or Shroud, by the way.
Yeah, I really thought they'd do something.
Well, they don't have to.
That's true. They don't. They are set.
YouTube and Twitch want them very, very badly.
Yes.
All they had to do is sit there and let it come to them. They can take a break. their fans are gonna, be, I'm sure for the most part, supportive of them because they didn't do anything wrong, and they can just let the offers come in, decide money versus platform versus audience versus personal growth, and decide which way they want to go.
True. Like one of our really good friends said, if I was Ninja or Shroud, I would just take a well-deserved vacation. And then just, you can figure out how to business-size the hype back up for when you return to stream and let that be that.
That would be a big, if Ninja or Shroud took a break, they could definitely turn that into like a big hype moment when they did come back. And I'm sure they're going to get paid a lot of money by whoever gets them exclusively, because I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Either Twitch or YouTube is going to pay them exclusively to come to their platform.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And we'll definitely let y'all know as soon as we know something.
But YouTube's going to get them either way because they're going to upload highlights to YouTube.
Most definitely. So, it depends on who's going to throw more money at them. So hopefully they'll be able to have that battle because they both walked away with a very lot of money.
Yes, they did. They did indeed. Okay, now let's move into some more just straight up game news, not future news and not streaming news. This is basically the only big news that came out of the New Game Plus event. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is getting a sequel, and it's coming out in just over a week.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's going to be coming out on July 10th. Haven't played the first one, but the
excellent game.
The
Good gameplay.
Caught me. Just how this game looks, I was like, this looks solid. I like the way it looks.
You saw me playing Bloodstained Ritual of the Night recently, and you thought this was the sequel to that, right?
Yes, I did.
And it kind of is. So Bloodstained Curse of the Moon and Bloodstained Curse of the Night are in the same universe, but they're different games. One is a kind of, what would you call it, 2.5D Metroidvania, where the other one is more of an old school Metroidvania.
One of them is kind of taking place after Castlevania 3, right?
Well, these aren't the Castlevania universe.
Sort of, but they were kind of spawned from...
Oh, they were. The guy who made Castlevania kind of what it is one of the head developers on this game.
I did look up...
Igarashi, I think is his name.
Yeah, I looked up some stuff on either one of them just because I never had really played them. Like Ryan was saying, I got Moon and Night confused. But yeah, it's going to be seemingly only digital for now. Doesn't mean they're not going to release a physical edition. They just didn't announce it currently. It's going to be $15. It's going to be on all consoles and PC. It's going to have 2-player co-op, which I don't believe the original one did it?
No, I don't believe so. And then about the 2-player co-op, they have said, quote, with the inclusion of 2-player co-op mode, friends can take the battle against Demonkind to new heights, combine the abilities of different characters, and create a near limitless amount of new ways to traverse stages and defeat tough bosses, end quote. It's going to have, it seems like, from what I could tell from the trailer, it's going to have all the new all the old characters from the original game, and it's going to have several new original characters that have never been in the series before, at least that you haven't been able to play them. Maybe they're in as an NPC or something. I'm not sure. I think Curse of the Moon is excellent. I think it's very short. It's also pretty difficult if I remember correctly, and it's I think it might be better than Curse of the one I'm playing right now, Curse of the Night, whatever.
Okay.
Well, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Okay, yeah. I like the art style of both these games.
Oh, the art style is so pretty. It's like old school 8-bit NES, and it's so colorful and
if I'm remembering the
music's also great.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. I couldn't remember the word music.
Also, the character designs, because they designed the characters for the 8-bit style, and then they design them in more of they just draw them. Those are also really good.
Okay, sweet. So I want to try. I guess Night is the one that I'm going to try, and then I guess probably try Moon since they both are relatively short.
Curse of the Moon, or the one I'm playing, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Not Curse of the Night. Ritual of the Night is the one I'm playing right now. I don't think it's very long, although I've just kind of been playing it in short bursts. It's good. It's not too hard. I just beat the third boss, I want to say. Not too difficult. It's definitely, from what I remember, not as hard as Curse of the Moon. And it's also available on Game Pass. That's where I'm playing it right now.
That's pretty sweet.
I definitely recommend it, especially if you like Metroidvanias.
Okay, nice. I am trying to get more into the Metroidvanias.
Yeah, man, I love Metroidvania. After this, I'm going to go back and finish Hollow Knight. That should be really fun.
Oh man, what if they did a Hollow Knight and a Shovel Knight like crossover or something?
Be pretty epic.
I just not thought
There
about that.
are Shovel Knight enemies in Ritual of the Night,
That's cool.
and you can get a shovel as a weapon.
When are we gonna play more Diablo 3?
Yeah. I've been thinking about that lately.
I randomly wanted to get it for the Switch for no other reason.
I've heard it was translated well into the Switch.
The only reason I wanted to play it is so that I could play it on the couch.
Yeah, that's a good game to play on the couch.
And now, granted, I'm sure that the Surface could probably run.
Son of a...
We need to
You're not
get
hiding that one. I just knocked
No.
the absolute piss out of the table.
I know the Surface could probably handle it.
I don't know if it could. There's a lot of particle effects, and
Oh, that's right. That's
you
true.
play
It
on,
might be
and it's an
ugly.
online game.
That's true. And it's Wi-Fi. And yeah, scratch that idea. Well, at least we thought it out. At least we talked it out.
There's a Diablo article or something of the such. That's why we're talking about Diablo 3.
Yeah, it looks like they finally released more Diablo 4 updates.
There's nothing I would consider massive in this GameSpot article.
Yeah, they talk about how Blizzard's talking how they want to change their storytelling mechanics. You know, Diablo 3 has the little character portraits.
Yeah, they kind of talk, which I don't mind, but it looks like they're going to try to expand that. They're going to experiment with bringing the camera in closer to characters so you can see the conversations firsthand.
Yeah, which would be kind of cool. And just judging from the screenshots, which are, obviously pre-alpha, they're not going to be final. They look
Yeah,
badass.
they're still saying this is Blizzard. It's on Blizzard time, so you never know when it's going to come out.
Yeah. And I think Diablo 3 looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's a great looking game.
I like what
Especially considering how old it is.
It always amazes me when you go back and you think, okay, this game probably came out, I don't know, like some change, like 3 years ago or
It was
something.
like 2013 or
Yeah.
maybe before then.
And it's crazy when you look and actually see when games came out and you're like, whoa, this game is older than I thought.
Diablo 3 came out in 2012.
Holy shit.
They came out 1 year after Skyrim.
That is, wow. That is, damn, that game is kind of old. A little bit. This from the, obviously they're pre-alpha, not final. Screenshots, looks good. I like how they're going. I don't really know, I'm kind of the person when I go into a Diablo game. Granted, I've only played the third one. But the story being, you're hopefully a good person. Kick Diablo's ass. End of story.
You know the story so well.
That's, you got to send him back where he goes. And judging from the couple fights we've had.
We've had a lot. We're over halfway through the game.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking there was some more to it.
Well, we still got a decent amount to go, but we're not just barely in the game. We're a decent chunk in the ways into the game.
Oh, cool. Well, that makes sense why I'm so good at necromancy then. Sweet.
Some more news on this. Blizzard is planning to use real-time cutscenes to make a more cinematic, bring a more cinematic feel to it. So it's going to be more like that gorgeous, I guess, Blizzard animation. Maybe not as much as like those. God knows how much the trailers for some of these games cost, but they're going to make those more cinematic as well. Well, they're going to have some kind of a camp mechanic.
Yeah, I was looking into this, and they were talking about how they're going to be distinct locations that are taken over by, demonic hordes. But you can come in and obviously save them as the hero you are.
Once you clear the demons of an area, then that area can be used as a kind of like a little mini hub that will have friendly outposts with NPCs. It'll have a waypoint.
Yeah, and they talk about how the camps are going to be more visual. They're going to be putting pieces together, kind of what happened between different locations in the surrounding areas. And the example they give is, one camp was a town that was inflicted by a curse, turning villagers into piles of salt, and another was a crypt haunted by skeleton jumping spirits. So
Spooky.
you kind of see the two parallels there. Maybe all the camps are going to have, they're not all going to be, the same.
And then they talk a little bit about some of the multiplayer, I guess some of the new multiplayer that's going into the game. So GameStop is saying that according to Blizzard, the multiplayer in Diablo is going to be have more seamless integration to let other players into your game, but not as much as something maybe like a World of Warcraft or something. It says as an example, they're saying after completing the story, your towns will turn into social hubs, but you'll only have a few other players in your town at any given time. So it's not going to be hundreds of players in one, I guess, gameplay session.
Okay. They do talk about a large collection of players, though, talking about how when there's going to be a big world event,
Interesting.
like when you're trying to defend a point or attacking a big boss, you can sometimes find yourself wandering into a party just so you can complete the event, collect the rewards, and then just go about your own adventure.
Okay, cool. And then the final thing they're saying is they say that Blizzard said, I said way too many times, it is important not to make the multiplayer accounts too big because it doesn't want to make it an MMO. Blizzard has also said it is a, quote, philosophy rather than a tech limitation, simply because the game stops feeling like Diablo if you see other players too often.
Okay, I could agree with that.
Yeah, you don't want it to... Because Diablo has kind of a spooky vibe. It has a vibe that you're in another world. And some games, while that doesn't mean they have poor world building, you very much know that you're playing with other people. You're in there to have a good time. And of course, you're in Diablo to have a good time too, but it's not the same. You know?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Coming from someone that enjoys multiplayer games and also MMOs, it is a very distinct thing jumping into a Diablo game or a game that's like Diablo where it's just you and your buddy in a hub or a game aspect like that, whereas okay, we're gonna go raid a freaking world boss or something like that. So that's gonna be sweet. Can't wait to see more news on Diablo 4.
We got some more multiplayer news though.
Man, everybody and their grandmama's doing a battle royale.
How is Ubisoft doing a battle royale now?
I don't know, man.
That blows me away.
It can't be good.
That's not true. Ubisoft makes a bunch of good games.
I know, but
And Ubisoft has like this weird charm about them, like that. Maybe they'll. I really like Rainbow Six Siege. I think that's an excellent game.
Granted, I'm not bitter anymore from the sound fiasco I was having for it. Don't know why I did it. Game works fine now. I don't play it, but I will say I like the operators. I like the strategic aspect of that game, and it's damn fun to watch.
So now, according to Video Game Chronicle, basically Ubisoft Montreal is looking to kind of launch a new game on July the 12th.
Yeah, it looks like they put up a website for the project, and they've revealed, the schedule for July 2nd. Or they revealed a trailer ahead of schedule, which is going to be July 2nd, and they're obviously going to tell us more on July 12th, which is going to be kind of cool. I'm curious to see what they're going to unveil and how they're going to actually, what this game is going to be. Is it going to have guns? Is it going to have,
It's going to have guns. How are you going to have a video game without guns?
Exactly. Well, my first thought was, after I realized that I was looking at the picture of the game that was, going to be called Hyperspace, I was thinking they could do like Assassin's Creed style battle royale, which would be kind of cool. I'd be in for that. I would definitely probably try that out.
They have a very bland and corporate mission statement on their website. Here at Prisma, we build meaningful connections that span the globe and foster development. We build new frontiers that nurture, educate, and connect the population. We build technologies that push the limits of this world and offer you an escape route to new dimensions. And we do this for you. Our mission is to provide you with unique opportunities to grow and prosper in today's hyper-connected world. A world with limitless opportunities. A world waiting for you to discover it. Holy shit, that sounds like something from Black Mirror.
My second
Also,
thought...
it says, let us take you there after that.
My first thought was, Ouya said some of those things.
Ouya is not Ubisoft.
I know.
Ouya is not $1 billion company.
I understand and respect that, but I'm still hurt that I made that terrible decision, okay?
Yeah, that's going to haunt you for the rest of your life,
It really
buddy.
is. They're going to put that on my gravestone. He bought a Ouya. No, he backed Ouya. Damn.
Wait, who backed the...
On my tombstone, they're going to put...
Oh, on your tombstone.
He backed Ouya. Not that he bought a Ouya. He backed Ouya.
He backed it on Kickstarter.
On Kickstarter, baby. All day.
He's one of the reasons that Mighty No. 9 got made.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, everyone.
So, while I'm not... The screenshots on here look kind of interesting. I don't know. They also kind of give me some Mass Effect Andromeda vibes, which is just a straight up bad thing.
It gives me generic with a tinge of we're going to try to be interesting and do a hero royale Apex shooter sort of a thing. Maybe. It can't be doing it. Hopefully it won't do worse than Crucible, Amazon's battle royale game.
Oh man, that's not a battle royale though.
Yeah, it is.
How is that about? You told me it was a. I watched them. It didn't look like a battle royale at all.
They released it with a bunch of different modes.
But they took out all the modes except, or not the battle royale, but the other one.
Yes,
the one
they
that's
did.
like a MOBA.
True, but I will say, let's see. Today actually, it only had probably 30 players on it.
30 players?
On Steam charts, man. Yeah,
You're kidding me.
I was in the Reddit because I was looking at it because I updated the game because it's still installed, and they're like, hey, here's this thing. And it shows the whole entire roadmap, like the whole plan they have to make the game not suck. And I was like, all right, I'll keep it installed, and I'll give it a try sometime this week.
30 players.
Yeah.
Artifact is laughing at that.
Yeah, it's insane.
That is absolutely insane. You're right.
That's from Amazon too. So it makes me very worried how their new MMO game.
Google's like, oh, thank God we're not doing that bad.
Yeah, it makes me worried for how New World's gonna do. And New World, you gotta pay for the damn game. Crucible is free. New World, you have to buy.
Well, you're assuming it's gonna be bad.
Well, true. Hopefully,
maybe the fact that you have to buy it
means
that it's gonna be good.
So
they're not relying on free to play monetization stuff.
True, but I still want to give Crucible another try. And you know me, I love Apex. I enjoy trying different battle royale games. Stormbreak and Apex and...
What the hell is Stormbreak?
The one where it's like wizards.
Spellbreak?
Yes. People need to hire me for renaming games for them.
No, Stormbreak is bad.
Stormbreak.
Spellbreak is bad, but Stormbreak is worse.
Stormbreak. Battle.
So I will say I am slightly interested in this. It does look kind of hero shootery, and I do like hero shooters if they're done well. There have only been like 2 that have ever been done well since I have been aware of the genre.
Battleborn and Overwatch.
Just Battleborn. So I will definitely keep my eye on this in the coming weeks, and we will let you know, of course, when we get more updates. Now we got some Harry Potter news. If you forgot, which you may have forgotten, there have been light rumors for a while, and then heavy rumors before that there have been of a Harry Potter RPG out of Warner Brothers. Now Bloomberg seemingly has confirmed that story of an open world Harry Potter RPG. This is going to be coming from Studio Avalanche Software, makers of Disney Infinity. And then the game is also going to appear on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series X sometime late next year.
Okay. Couple things.
I like Harry Potter a lot. I love Harry Potter, actually.
Disney Infinity isn't terrible.
Never played it.
It's not bad. It's like Disney's version of Amiibos, just with...
But bad?
Not as good, yeah. I wouldn't go as far as call it bad. They had some Gravity Falls.
What?
They had some Gravity Falls unfinished levels in there. I know. If they had a little Mabel or Dipper figure, I'd probably get it because they're kind of cool.
They have a Maple Pop? Mabel?
Maybe. We'll have to look that up later.
Oh, Funko.com. I hate Funko Pops.
But yeah, or if they have the pig, Sparkles.
I watched a Max Mofo video the other day where he opened up every single amiibo except for maybe 5 that he owns. It was an hour and a half long, and I enjoyed it very much.
I do like amiibos.
There's a Mabel. I don't know. I keep saying Mabel. There's a Mabel Pop.
Sweet.
Oh man, this one has paint on her face.
Oh, that's cute. I was on Play Asia the other day looking at PS Vita stuff, and they have a Nintendo section, and they had the
on PS Vita stuff.
No,
oh, no, you stealing stuff again?
No. This is a reputable.
You got away from that.
This is a real website.
I know Play Asia is a real website, but how you looking for?
I was on.
Oh man,
Play
Terraria Pop. He's on the Toad. Damn it! I wish I hated these things more than I do.
How big is it? Is it big?
It's like twice the size of a normal Pop.
Oh god, I don't need it.
It's Jiraiya, and he's on a
Jiraiya.
Toad, and he's like,
oh man. Okay. Oh, but anyway, I was on PlayAsia and I saw the Nintendo section, clicked on it. They have a amiibo section for the exclusive Japanese ones. And some of these are badass. I kind of want to buy some of them.
I kind of want to buy more of these things.
Like
I thought this would shake more, but it's...
the
What's it called?
The Thick Boy
Amiibo. Holy I'm literally looking at the box,
buddy.
Why not just read it?
I don't know. Thick Boy Amiibos? Special
Just
Amiibos?
I think Amiibos are really cool sometimes. The ones that are really well done are really well done.
I do have the Biggie and Tupac ones. Maria and Spoon.
Oh, I didn't know. Who the hell? Dude, apparently a couple years ago, in box, they were actually expensive. And they're still actually kind of expensive in box.
Yeah, but at like MSRP at Target, I think they were $40.
MSRP?
Sorry, normal, the price I bought them.
Yeah, I know what MSRP is.
I don't know why I used that word there, but yeah.
Why were they so expensive? I think Target literally cheated from you.
I don't know, they were $40.
Because I don't think they're normally $40 like in the store.
I don't know.
They sell for that like aftermarket.
Oh, well, I saw them and I was like, this is cool. It was also
I swear they don't normally. Maybe they do. I don't know.
Who knows? It was also the same day I was in the Target vortex of. I went there for literally like toothpaste. Ended up not getting toothpaste. Got the My Hero movie on Blu-ray. Those Splatoon amiibos.
Is there not a Funko.com?
There is.
Lord, this is
Probably
supposed to be a podcast about video games.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are.
Okay, but anyway, I ended up not getting toothpaste. Ended up getting the My Hero Academia Blu-ray, the Splatoon amiibos, an organic cheetah cereal called Cheetah Pop whatever, and they were disgusting. And then
Who plays the sports amiibos? Like those have always been weird to me. I like sports
amiibos,
but like you can get like athletes.
Wow.
In amiibo form.
That's cool. I didn't ever think about that. I always thought it was just Smash or Mario characters or Fire Emblem characters.
Not amiibo. Did I say amiibo?
Yeah.
Funko. Sorry.
Pops.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know, man. I do like Pops here
They
and
have
there.
some kind of cool drinkware on Funko. Shouldn't have told you that.
I like drinkware.
We gotta get back to video games. This is the dumbest podcast of all time.
I'm sure there's worse ones.
We got
Harry Potter RPG.
good, if good. Bad, if bad.
It could be stinky stupid.
Yeah, but it's Harry Potter.
It's Harry Potter, though. It's, I was honestly really surprised that I was wholeheartedly all eggs in a basket thinking it was going to be mobile. But,
The Harry Potter game?
oh yeah, this RPG
Why?
thing, I don't know. I just assumed it.
There's already multiple Harry Potter games on mobile.
I know. I didn't think it was going to be on PS5, and I didn't even dream about this being on next series at all. Next gen.
Generation.
Yeah, next gen. Didn't think about it.
It is.
I'm okay with it though. Sure, I'll give it a go.
Got some Pokemon news next. The Pokemon Presents did not announce a new mainline game. They didn't announce a remake. They announced, drumroll, Pokemon Unite, a MOBA-esque Pokemon game. People are apparently saying that it's going to be a good entry for MOBA newcomers, which is good for me because I couldn't be more of a newcomer. I played like 5 minutes of MOBAs.
For those of you that are curious, your Pokemon are going to level up. They learn new moves. Some of them can evolve. It's going to be...
I think it seems like they can evolve.
Yeah, some of them can. It looks like the Charmander evolved into a Charmeleon.
Yeah. Like you level up during the
match.
during the game, which is also MOBA-like, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be obviously the Pokemon Company and Tencent Games. For anybody that was curious about who the other part of the team making it was going to be. There's not going to be type advantages, which is pretty sweet.
Some people, I think, were upset about that, but I think a type advantage in this type of game could get really dumb and make a lot of stuff unplayable really quickly.
Yeah, it kind of works. I don't know if there's type advantages in League or anything like that, but I know...
Definitely not like Pokemon.
Well, yeah, not like type advantages like in Pokemon, but I know there are characters that are used for...
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure you're talking about like against others.
Correct,
like, they're
yes.
good.
Yeah.
Some characters are good against others.
Yes.
And I'm sure that a competitive game inherently is going to have some characters that are better against others. That's how you even make a competitive game without that.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to fight wild Pokemon like creeps.
Yeah, that's at least how I've interpreted it in my 5 minutes. Seems like you're gonna be able to fight these kind of wild Pokemon. We got some of the ones that we've have been confirmed as wild Pokemon. We don't know if you can play as them yet. It's Stupple or Beware, Apom, Joltik, or Galvantula. I love Joltik. Rotom, which I also know one of my favorites, Toxicroak, and for some reason one of Jordan's favorites, Toxicroak.
And Artillery. I like
Altaria?
Yes.
I think I said Altaria.
Altaria?
Artillery is like bullets and stuff.
Yes. And they did let us know some of the controllable Pokemon. So some of the Pokemon you'll be able to joystick around during battle.
I guess you can, yeah, duh. Because you can play it on Switch.
Snorlax, Lucario, the Charmander line, the Squirtle line, the Pikachu.
Yeah, you can. The no Pichu, no Raichu. Yep, once again, they've done my boy Raichu wrong. Mm-hmm. I hate it. Make Raichu great again.
There you go.
Raichu's actually no, because Raichu is never not great.
For some reason, still Clefairy and Clefable, people still like those. I mean, I guess we almost did get Pokemon Pink back in the day, so that's something. The Fletchling line, Bulbasaur, Ghastly line.
I would say the Talonflame line. I think people know more about Talonflame than Fletchling.
That's true. The Talonflame line, the Gengar line, and the Machamp line. Machamp.
Flex on you trainers, Machamp. I'm kind of excited.
I was really hoping it was going to be a Diamond and Pearl remake.
Yeah,
or
but
Black and White remake.
Well, they'd have to do 4. Which one's 4?
Ruby?
No, that's 3.
3. So it is Diamond and Pearl.
Okay. I don't know. I really stopped playing around. 3 is my favorite gen, and I played 4 and 5 a little bit.
Okay, so Yellow, Crystal.
Then, you're going by the 3rd.
I'm just going by Yellow, Crystal. It's how they're popping in my head. Emerald.
Platinum.
Then, Platinum. So it would be Diamond. No, that's 4. Yeah. So, yep. 4. Yeah, 4.
That's 4.
Yeah, that's 4. Yeah.
That's a great audio cue, by the way. They can definitely hear that.
They can definitely hear me wiggling my 4th finger. I was kind of disappointed in this. I felt it was kind of douchey, the fact that they just gave it their own Pokemon Direct.
Did you really think when it was 10 minutes long?
No.
Also, I think that they would make. I don't think it's douche. That's the wrong word.
I know. I was disappointed, and when I figured out how long it was going to be, I was like, okay, I get it. It's not going to be anything.
I never thought really that it could be anything.
It was just wishful thinking on my part.
Maybe if at least not. I didn't think it was going to be a good remake. I thought if anything, if it was going to be a remake, it was going to be a Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Silver and Gold, which would have been the worst possible announcement they could have made. Oh yeah, I want a shitty, even more baby version of a game that's, pretty damn close to perfect. We don't need a remake. We sure shit. I'm cursing too much. We don't need a remake. Those games don't need a remake. They definitely don't need a remake in the Let's Go Pikachu style.
I agree.
Just play those games. The remakes, Soul Silver and Heart Gold, are excellent. I don't think that those games need remakes, and I don't like the idea of these games getting babied down remakes for the new gen. If you're going to make a remake, make a actually good, full-blown remake. Don't do the Let's Go thing.
True. Something we did forget to mention is this is going to be 5-on-5 team battles.
Oh yeah, we didn't say that. Yeah.
Nope. It's going to be 5-on-5, and like we mentioned, it's going to be mobile devices and
Android and iOS.
And iOS and Switch. And then they're using the Nintendo phrase trademark of free to start.
Still don't know what that means.
Don't know either.
I think it's just free to play, but I don't know. Yeah, I am kind of excited for this. I am interested. For sure I'm interested. I don't know. I'll play it. I don't know how much time I'll be put into it. It is free, of course. It's a MOBA. I don't know. There aren't very many MOBAs that you have to pay.
Yeah, that's true. So it'll be sweet to
No release date. No release date?
No release date, yep. The only new Pokemon thing we have out right now is the Pokemon Cafe Mix.
I think that this is way more new of an idea than Pokemon Cafe Mix.
I'm talking about things they can play right now.
Oh, right now, right.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The first part of the DLC just came out like a week ago.
That's true. I did forget about that. That feels like it was a long time ago.
You haven't even beat it yet. How you told me today that you figured out that the legendary birds are in it?
Yeah, I saw a screenshot, and right now I'm trying to level up.
That makes me want to buy it. Although I want to wait until all the DLC's out and buy it. And then
I'd say wait because all in all, it's maybe 2 hours worth of content. Maybe.
I've heard it's long. I've heard that the story is 2 to 3 hours,
Yeah.
maybe 4 at the most. But all in all, like if you catch all the Pokemon, do all that weird ridiculous stuff, it's more than that.
Yeah, that's the thing that's holding me back right now is I need to train my Cupfu up to enter one of the towers because it needs to be level 70.
You know that if you play again, you go to the Dark Tower, it hits almost every Pokemon that they have for weakness.
Whoa.
Because it's fighting type.
Oh shit, that's true. Ooh, I don't know. I'm still trying to decide. I did look up and watch a couple videos on which version was more competitive.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind getting into that aspect.
Competitive Pokemon has always been something that's very cool, but very scary. Not unlike MOBAs.
True. My thought pattern
Except
of it.
they're not going to be mean to you when you're playing Pokemon because you don't have a team.
True. The way I was thinking of it is, it's as much as I love the card game, it's a little bit cheaper to just invest time into trading.
Oh, it's way infinitely cheaper to play the video game.
And so might be what I'm leaning towards in the future, maybe.
Oh, I know we have some local hobby shops that have been thinking about getting into the competitive Pokemon scene, and then, of course, a little thing called Corona hit, and that kind of put a damper on their plans.
So, yeah, I am trying to think, because from what I've seen, I don't know if anybody's started breeding Cubfus, and I haven't really...
Oh, I guarantee you they have.
Well, yeah, probably.
The first hour the game came out, I'm sure they started.
I haven't really dabbled in the whole trading thing. I tried some of to do the surprise trading, but when you do it, they throw up a Pokemon, and then you throw up a Pokemon, and if they don't like your Pokemon, they just deuce out.
What? How's that surprise?
Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
That's dumb.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know.
In the past, you just traded. You didn't get a chance to take it back.
I don't know. Maybe I'm hitting the wrong thing. I do need to do some research on the online aspects of the trading and different stuff like that of Pokemon, because I haven't really dove into that in a very long time, probably since, I don't know, like Black and White or Diamond and Pearl, one of those two.
I've never played competitively at all on any...
I didn't mean competitively. I just meant like trading with people
and
trying to work on a team just to have, and then not use them competitively.
Yeah, that's the dream right there, boy.
It is. I need to find out if I can get my team back from Pokemon Bank, but they might be dead.
I don't think so. Maybe though. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Actually, now that I think about it. But moving on from something slightly disappointing but interesting to something that, at least in my opinion, is just straight up disappointing. There was an Avengers event. Would you like me to go first, or would you like you to go first?
I can just vomit out my thoughts.
They vomited out this game.
Oh my gosh. I can see where they internally think this is interesting and will super mega hype up, ride the whatever it's in-game train, nostalgic. People love superheroes. People will enjoy this game.
I don't even think it's nostalgic for a lot of for the audience they're going for though, because they're going for like the Avengers, the MCU audience.
Yeah, and part of me wants this to be good. But I have a strong feeling it's not going to be good, and I don't want to give them money.
Okay, so first off, I do want to say that the game is still coming out September the 4th. MODOK is the main villain, and Kamala Khan, who is a relatively new character,
Miss Marvel.
She's the new Miss Marvel. Seems like she's the main character that you play as the most. Now, as far as my thoughts, I think this game looks like a decent-looking PS3 game. I think the combat looks incredibly boring, repetitive. It looks like something, once again, that would be on a decent PS3 game. I think the voice acting is fine. I think that it's a bunch of robots that no one cares about. I think Kamala Khan looks like she's 50 for some reason, when she's supposed to be like 15. I don't understand why she's a middle-aged woman. She's supposed to be a teenage girl who looks up to the Avengers. I don't understand. It's also hilarious to me. The official gameplay reveal for this game has less than 300,000 views. This game is supposed to be I started laughing during the game, watching this game. That's how bad this game looks. I think this game is insanely. I think this game looks so bad, laughably. I grinned and laughed throughout this entire trailer. I'm sorry. I know people have put a lot of work into this. Not enough, though. Clearly not enough. I know a lot of people, but it looks so bad. It looks so bad.
As soon as this came on during the event, I turned it off and did something else. I forced myself to watch the, whatever's it called, the event for this podcast. I disliked every minute of it. It does not look good. I don't agree that the fact that Camilla looks 50, but...
She looks like she's a middle-aged woman, I swear.
Huh, okay.
She's supposed to be like... She's like 5'15", and she's supposed to be like a small teenage girl.
Yeah.
She's like as big as Thor.
I don't think so, man.
Also, what the hell are her powers?
She...
Just has big fists?
Like Elastic Man.
I thought she had weird cosmic powers that weren't well defined. She just looks like she's swinging her fists.
She can just make her hands big.
I think she has more than that, doesn't she? I don't know.
That's
That's
all she can do in this game, apparently.
Yeah, that's all. I don't know. I haven't read that much about her. That's not the main problem, though. You can make that fun. You can make stretchy big hands fun easily. The combat does not look fun.
It does not look good at all.
It looks super repetitive.
Also, the voice acting just sounds sad to me.
The voice acting is not great. It's passable.
Now, granted, a plus for them.
The dialogue, though, I want to say real quick. The dialogue is awful. Absolutely abysmal.
Boring. You can tell how enthusiastic I am about this based on how more and more monotone I am getting about this particular topic. I will say that MODOK, I think he has potential.
MODOK?
Yeah, potential. Big brain, he's a chair.
Big weird character that looks kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him. I know
like
he
him in the comic
stands
books.
for something about killing.
Yeah, but pretty much he just doesn't...
Murderous or death or kill. That's what MODOK stands for.
There you go, he wants to kill. A part that was kind of interesting to me is in the whole event thing, they were like, your Thor won't play like my Thor because you'll have different talents and abilities and oh man, you can have different gear.
The talent tree looks so bad.
Yeah.
It looks like something out of like if Anthem was the talent tree looks so bad and cluttered, and Thor literally has a talent called grip, so he can grip his hammer. I can't believe how bad this game looks. I cannot believe how bad this game looks. Spider-Man PS4 is so good, and this game is one of the worst looking games I've seen since Anthem. Oh my gosh, it looks like a joke. I feel so bad for what is it, Adios Montreal? No, Crystal Dynamics. I'm sorry. Adios Montreal makes Hitman.
Hitman, yeah.
Oh my! I'm having an aneurysm. I'm having another aneurysm. I can't believe how bad this game looks. It looks laughable. Oh my!
You know what's funnier than this game and the coverage of it? The YouTube comments for this video.
Really?
Oh my gosh, go read them. They are hilarious.
You looking at them right now?
No, I'm just remembering some of them. This one guy goes, well, before this event, I thought this game was going to suck. Now I'm hyped.
Oh, really?
Just like, are you serious?
I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority. But I think this game looks bland and boring and uninspired. And it's got like hack and slash, like poorly designed. I keep wanting to go back to PS3 because it really gives me like a AA PS3 vibe with an Avenger skin. You still get this weird uncanny valley from the characters because they're weirdly close to the MCU version, but they're not their quite there, and they're not their own weird cartoony version because they're this realistic thing. And then who the hell? I mean,
there's a couple things that they
who
do.
wants to play? I can play as Iron Man, but oh yeah, you know what I want to play? I want to shoot. I want to shoot guns. I could literally be a Iron Man, or I could be Scarlet
Widow.
Call it Scarlet Widow and
Black Widow.
And yeah, Scarlett Johansson's an amazing actress.
Yes.
And I do like that character. But if I could be Hulk or Thor or Iron Man or even Hawkeye, at least that poor bastard shoots an arrow.
He ain't in this game.
And then he or Kamala Khan with her weird
Flubber arms. Yeah.
balloon animal hands. You could at least they do something weird and different, or I could shoot a gun. I could play bad Uncharted.
Yeah, man. You know, part of me feels that they don't deserve my money, but part of me pities them.
I feel like you use that term a lot. I never really understand what you mean. So no one deserves your money. Literally no one. Except, like, I guess the government, because they're paying for
yeah, but there are
things that
some
you use.
There are some game developers and some games that I see and I immediately want to give them money to support them because I think their thing is cool, you know? This is the different case of pity.
They definitely don't. They definitely do not deserve your money. Don't give them money out of pity. That's literally the worst thing you could do.
I can explain. I want to give them money in pity so that they can use that money to make a better game.
Unless you send your debit card to the people that made the game and write on the note the things that are bad about it and the things that they can improve, they're going to say, people like this game.
I know.
Because they bought it.
Yeah.
Also, like why would you ever give people money if they've given you literally no reason to think that they're offering you a product that you want?
I don't do it often, if at all.
Why do you do it at all?
Yeah, I don't know. This
why would you want to do it for this? Just because it's an Avengers game?
Just because it's a Marvel thing.
But why?
It looks
Marvel,
like
God knows Marvel doesn't need your money.
Well, I know, but it looks like just something that would at least give me a little bit of fun.
I disagree. I mean, not for you, obviously, but for me, I don't think.
I think
maybe I'll see more. I think this looks like a soulless corporate shill garbage thing.
I think maybe it'll give me a little bit of fun.
If you're looking for a game with a little good bit of fun, go play that truck driving simulator that you can literally go faster than the speed of light in. Because the game is so broken.
That does sound cool.
Go play
Farming Simulator.
Ride to Hell, whatever that game is called. The weird scene with the grinding with blue jeans on. Those games are a little bit of fun. This game just looks like it's going to be sad. And it's really bad because I watched some of the Cyberpunk stuff that came out afterwards. That's what really made me realize how bad this game looks. Because how good Cyberpunk looks next to this game, it didn't need the extra push, but it really did give it to it for me.
I watched after all of this, Cyberpunk event, the beautiful internet, the good part of the internet, did a comparison video of
between Cyberpunk and Avengers.
No, baby.
Ah!
Something better. The original footage of Cyberpunk we got.
Oh yeah,
compared to the new footage we got. Night and day.
Really? I'll have to go check that out.
It is insane. Just up-resed. They have been working their ass off, and you can tell it is.
Oh yeah.
Pretty freaking amazing.
So we got some new footage. We got some new gameplay. I think the gameplay still looks good. I've thought the gameplay has looked good for a long time though. We got a little bit more information on the story. I don't really want to spoil that, and I didn't really want to spoil it for myself, so I didn't look too deep into that as well.
Same.
But we did get some more like gameplay and stuff as well.
Yeah, they are going to show us, or they showed us, a detective mode that they're calling Brain Dance.
Yeah, it gave me some detective mode from the Arkham series. Gave me some heavy vibes of that.
It definitely gave off some of those vibes where you can see things through someone else's experiences and also their memories. They kind of showed it off in a character walks into a convenience store, and then some stuff goes down, and then you can go back out and see what the experience of people in the convenience store, as well as like different perspectives from outside the convenience store.
It's a very, very in-depth or detective vision from, I think the third one had it more. We could kind of rebuild stuff that happened.
Yeah, and they even go into, you can sights, sounds, everything. You experience through that.
Batman Origins. Either way, there was one of the Batmans I know you could kind of rebuild scenarios with your cowl in Batman. Sorry, that was actually driving me crazy. I can't remember which one it was in.
Although it is a very useful tool, Braindance does have some negative side effects. They talk about how if you flatline while doing the Braindance, you will die.
All right.
Which is kind of intense. And they also talk about how
if you flatline outside of the brain device, you also die. Because that means you don't have a heartbeat.
Hell yeah. CD Projekt Red also was talking about how Braindance is going to be important to storytelling device to explain the world's history and philosophy and different factions.
This is giving me some, and of course it is, but this is giving me, I guess, more vibes of Deus Ex, where you could enhance your character technologically, but there also could be some downsides to that as well.
This whole event gave me, they didn't tell us a lot, but they told me.
No, they really didn't. They just gave us little bits and pieces.
They told me enough for my brain to swell up and just kind of.
Just want to play the game.
Exactly, that's my thing.
I don't need to know anything else.
Yeah, I don't need to know anything else. They tell us it's gonna get an anime.
Yeah, that's interesting. Did they show us anything, any footage? Because it's not coming out for the next couple of years, I don't think.
Yes, it looks like it's gonna be. So a couple things. They didn't show us any of the actual anime. They gave us a little trailer of who's gonna be working on it. It is gonna be produced by the legend Studio Trigger.
Oh, I actually have heard of them.
Yes, the top dogs.
I don't know, man. Mad.
Well, they're good.
World.
Too. Yes.
That thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good. And it's gonna be on Netflix.
Ooh, Netflix. They're getting. That's another top. Assuming it's good. I can't imagine it's bad.
I've never seen anything from Studio Trigger that's bad in my really at all.
And then if you also associate it with Cyberpunk in this video game and CD Projekt Red, that's also good signs. But that'll be another top-notch video game television show exclusive to Netflix.
And another thing, Akira Yakamoko, who did the composing for Silent Hill, is going to do the music for this game.
The game or the anime?
Sorry, for the anime.
Never played Silent Hill.
Yeah, so it's going to be. Apparently, it's been in works for a long time, and they finally decided to announce it to us. And the way they were talking, it seemed like there's going to be another Night City event later.
Oh yeah. There's going to be multiple Night City events. I thought you were going to say that there's going to be another city the same size as Night City. It's like, good Lord, let these people work for another 5 years.
Oh my God, that'd be insane.
I don't know if I want to play it anymore.
Yeah, that'd be. I don't know if they're gonna implement this, and I don't even know if I want them to. But I wouldn't mind if there was a section of Cyberpunk, as a side quest or whatever you want to call it, not like a main thing. But it was a VR experience you could have. You could hook up your VR thing, and I
wouldn't be surprised at that at all if they had us. I mean, I don't think you're going to be able to use a VR headset in reality in our world, if that's what you mean.
Yes, that's what I meant.
No,
yeah.
That takes a whole another type of development. We would know about that already. That would potentially break the game.
True, I guess.
VR games are literally that's the same difference is probably in developing a 3DS game and developing a PC game.
Okay, yeah. I guess when you put it like that, when you think about that.
Also, this is a super fast, frenetic game, and you would vomit if you played it in VR.
Yeah, I was just thinking some experience would be cool in VR, although I probably would vomit. Luckily, your mouth is open when you're using a VR, and you can just freely vomit on the floor.
Why is your mouth open?
Well, I'm talking about it's not like a helmet. You're not putting on an entire helmet. It's not like a
Power Rangers helmet. I see what you're saying.
You can freely vomit without it getting all over your...
You can just have a bucket right there.
Yeah, just or a horse feeder. You can just vomit in there.
I heard that the day-night... This means nothing to you because you won't play The Witcher, but because I hate you. But this... Damn it, it'd be different if you played it for more than 30 minutes. It's a different topic. Damn it, I forgot. The
Day-night
day-night cycle, thank you, is going to be apparently like twice as long as the day-night cycle in The Witcher 3. And it was pretty long in The Witcher 3, so it kind of shows more of the detail they're putting in here. And there's also going to be another area outside the city. It looks like kind of a desert area.
Yeah, they're calling it the Badlands.
There we go, Badlands.
And it's going to be open, desert-like we were saying. And they're going to be calling the unique encounters called moments. That's it. We see you can drive around like on a dune buggy kind of a car thing.
Ooh.
I think. Or it might be a car, a normal car, or a truck. I don't really remember.
You better not tell me I could drive in a dune buggy and then they take that away from me. I'll blame them. And then I'll remember that you told me.
This game was definitely flooring my mind.
I'm so excited for this game. I'm trying to temper my expectations. But I have not been this excited for a game. Ever?
Yeah. As someone that obviously has not given CD Projekt Red very much of a chance in the past.
I hate you so much.
I know, okay? I know, okay? I've gotten multiple emails over people hating.
Death threats?
Yes. He's doing the Yatta double Yuffie.
You watch some Hunter x Hunter?
Yatta. Yeah, this game is going to be sweet. Also, I think we see him for the first time. This big mother dude called Atom Smasher. The big.
Oh yeah, that big, almost completely robot guy.
Yeah, big huge guy. Apparently, he was introduced in the Cyberpunk tabletop game.
I don't know. I'm not a nerd.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have a board game 15 feet away from me right now that's literally about collecting birds.
Me neither. I'm not a nerd. So.
You're not fooling anybody.
I know. It's definitely tattooed on my forehead, isn't it? It is. Damn it. Okay. Well, CD Projekt Red is probably going to hit a home run with this game.
I can't imagine this game being anything but good. There is one last piece of information that I want to share with you. I guess if you don't want anything spoiled for you about the game, you could skip over for a little bit here. There is going to be you're going to be working with a character named Jackie. I don't know if this is going to be a big main quest. I don't know if this is going to be the overarching quest. It's going to be a side quest or what, but where you're going to be looking for something called the Immortality Chip.
And this is where the Cyberpunk 2077 spoilers are over. Just so y'all know. Just so it's clear, spoilers are over. I think it's going to be a good game, though.
Yeah, I do too. If it's any less than great, I would be shocked.
That's it for Cyberpunk news.
Got really one more piece of news here.
The Last of Us sells 4 million copies. Kind of insane.
It's the fastest selling PS4 exclusive, is that right? Okay.
It beat God of War that sold 3.1 million copies. And then it blew Spider-Man out of the water that sold 3.3 million copies.
And this isn't the same. Because these have both sold more than that. Spider-Man has sold like over 15 million.
Spider-Man sold 3.3 million in the first week or something like that.
Like, was it 4 days?
Yeah. And The Last of Us sold 4 million in 2 days.
This is kind of like, you remember last year when people were talking about boycotting Pokemon and then it was the fastest selling Pokemon and Nintendo Switch game of all time?
Yeah.
This is kind of like the same thing. Oh, no, we're not going to play The Last of Us because we're doo-doo heads. Let's see how well that worked.
Yeah. I still can't completely express everything I want to about that game. Maybe I will in July or August once more people have played it.
Oh.
I will openly.
It came out like a week ago, right?
Yeah. I'm giving people more time. Although
He's going to spurt out the big spoilers randomly after that.
No, I just will.
Joel is Ella's actual dad.
Yes. I will be able to freely speak without the worry of anybody being able to, without anybody getting pissed because it got spoiled. Because YouTubers are slowly finishing their playthroughs and Twitch streams are being uploaded. And
I mean, I don't like spoilers for games that came out years ago. I think, if a game's, I don't even know if I want to put a timeline on it, but I think you should always at least try to say spoilers before.
Oh yeah, there are just some things that I want to voice about the game that are my opinions that I don't want to do, that I want to do on the podcast to get people's opinions, although I'm sure they've already voiced them online, but I have not voiced them online, and they're still just inside of me.
You gotta go make a blog, man.
Something, because, there is a pretty good Last of Us 2 meme page on Reddit that's pretty hilarious. So that's been giving me some chuckles here and there, because I am still pissed at that game. But that's going to be it for the news. We got some deals for you to save you some monies. So if you got PlayStation Plus, the July PlayStation Plus games are going to be as followed. Rise of the Tomb Raider is going to be available July 7th through August 3rd. NBA 2K20 is going to be available also between July 7th through August 3rd, and Erica is going to be available through July 7th through August 3rd.
That's a good month. It's a really good month, actually. They're giving away the newest NBA, a really good Tomb Raider game, and a PlayStation exclusive in Erica.
Yeah.
I believe they're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of PS Plus, so that's why they're doing that. If you want to go over to Game with Gold, if you have an Xbox, it's not quite as good, but you are still getting some free games from July the 30th through the 30th. From the 1st to the 31st, you're going to be getting, was it World Rally Car, WRC 8, FIA World Rally Championship, and Video Game Donkeys video game, Dunk Lords, July the 16th through August the 15th. That is, I think, literally the name of Video Game Donkey YouTube video. I think it's a Dark Souls review. So go check out his game.
Nice. For Xbox 360, you'll be able to get Saints Row 2 from July 1st to July 15th.
It wouldn't be Dark Souls. It would be something else. Forget it. Never mind.
And you can also get Juju from July 16th.
Yo, that sounds kind of racist.
July 31st. Rolling into Twitch Prime, you can get Reus. Reus. I'm not going to tell you what it's about.
A bunch of free in-game crap, Runeterra stuff.
Yeah,
Go check it out. For Epic, they're giving away Conan Exiles from July the 2nd through July the 9th, and Hue from July the 2nd through July the 9th as well.
Also, the Steam is going to have their Steam Summer Sale that's going to be going on now until July. I almost forgot the word July 9th.
Had some Matthew McConaughey twang on that one.
And we're not going to list all the games, obviously. It's too many. We are going to tell you some of the highlights, and we are going to link these in the description so you can just click it and just take you right to where the Steam page is so that you don't have to type it in. Borderlands 3 is going to be $30. Valkyria Chronicles 4 is going to be $17. Doom Eternal is going to be $30. Titanfall 2 is going to be $10. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is going to be $30. Resident Evil 2 is going to be $20. Celeste is going to be $10. Terraria is going to be $5. Rainbow Six Siege is going to be $8. And rounding out the list is going to be this indie game that came out pretty soon. I thought it was interesting, so I threw it in here. It's going to be Space Engineers. It's going to be $14.
Is that game we were talking about that was a little long in the tooth and not for us, but looked like it was well made?
Yes, you take apart a spaceship and something about radioactive.
Try not to kill yourself.
Yep.
I would especially highlight Doom Eternal. I think that's a great price at $30. Resident Evil 2 is also an amazing price at $20. And Titanfall 2 is an amazing game at $10, but that game is also years old, so it's not as big of a step down. Also, I wanted to highlight Dragon Quest 11, I believe it's $30 as well.
Nice.
I'm going to be picking that up. And then I picked up a couple are not in this list I wanted to highlight. I did pick up Doom Eternal. Been wanting to play that game. It's half off, so how am I not going to play that game? But I also, if I can just go to my Steam library, I picked up, give me a second.
Loading.
I picked up Bayonetta and... Where's the game?
I don't know.
Where's the game? Okay, here it is. But you can get Bayonetta and Vanquished. Or is it just Vanquish? I think it's just Vanquish. as a kind of bundle for like $10
Oh, that's good.
because they re-released the games several months ago
That's cool.
as a bundle, and now it's on sale for Steam.
That's sweet. I love when I got Bayonetta for $1 back in the day. It was pretty sweet. I will say I'd probably lean towards Borderlands 3. If you just want something new and adventurous to play, it is 50% off right now, including the bundle one where you can get all the DLC as well as some other cool stuff. So yeah, that's going to be it for the show. Thank you for listening. You can reach out to us on our social medias. The podcast Twitter is going to be at Wannabe Podcast. Ryan's Twitter is going to be at Ryan Divisions. You can read his articles on medium.com. Games Cubed.
Definitely still do that every day.
That link is going to be in the description. You can follow me on Twitter at Swaylock. You can email the show, wannabepodcast@gmail.com.
Dude, I'm going to buy a PlayStation so I can get Digimon World 3.
Okay. Cool. Well, I can go to Game Exchange and pick that up, and we can get that going.
Don't tease me.
I'm not joking. You know I don't joke about
Dude, they're
Digimon.
open at 12:14 at night.
I mean, we can get a rock.
My computer's about to die. We got to do this stupid...
Our Instagram is going to be at Wannabe Gaming on Instagram. You can listen to the show wherever you enjoy podcasts. The big triangle 3 are going to be Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Pandora.
You can also rate it in iTunes, the Apple Podcast thingy. Give it 5 stars. This guy is stupid. 5 stars. Guy is dumb. Talks about dumb. He makes really bad jokes. 5 stars.
And then about me, you can say he probably needs to go to rehab for all the weeabooisms that he has inside his blood. And
Oh, was I supposed to be talking about me? Got him!
That's right.
Dab, by the way.
They could hear it. It
Yeah,
made a
they
sonic boom.
They could feel it.
They could feel it. It made a sonic boom. I do believe that is going to be it for all the doodads and dillabudups.
Also, YouTube. Sometimes we don't always mention that, but you can mention. You can.
Yeah, you can subscribe.
You can subscribe on YouTube.
You can subscribe on YouTube. Hit the little bell because we do upload the podcast there. Thank you to Alicia for our artwork and the Healy Brothers for our intro and outro music. I think that's going to be it. Stay safe and play on.
Bye, bye, bye. I don't know the words. Bye, bye.